Chelsea have conceded 8 goals across competitive two-leg tie, domestic and European, for the first time in their history. Yeah. Great. So we're breaking records, Liam. We're breaking records. That's good to know. Ladies and gents, I'm just going to start off the video with the most neutral take I can possibly have for this stream. Smash the likes, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and check out the memberships. There's 4 different tiers starting at 99p. It'll help pay the bills around here, or at least make it worth it, because Chelsea, I don't think I deserve to have this nice grandiose setup if the product you're going to give me is that. Why should I spend more of my money, more of my hard work, if you're not going to do it on the pitch? I think I speak for everyone when I say that team out there gave up. 60th minute. That's when the game was gone. That's when we pretty much surrendered. And again, wait, you know what? This isn't very brown envelope of me. Guys, the manager has nothing to do with the results. Statistically, there's nothing to back that the manager actually has any impact on the team that's put out there. Statistically, this result is just a fluke. This result is just PSG got lucky. You know what I mean? Luis Enrique doesn't come into this Chelsea team. Luis Enrique doesn't improve this Chelsea team because managers don't affect the team on the pitch. Yep, not at all. These are the owners that we have. These are the people leading the lines, the future of Chelsea and where this club is going to go. These are what these people think. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. Honestly, tonight, it really felt like I saw Chelsea die. Unalive itself. Whatever. Tonight literally feels like we all just witnessed Chelsea as we know it dig its own grave. And I almost don't even want to play sound effects because I want this to be serious, because I want you to know I am serious about this. And I'm not even I'm like mad, and I can't even say I'm not upset. At this point, I'm just depressed. Like, people, I want you to take a moment today. While it's still sunlight out, or maybe even tomorrow morning, I want you to wake up, look outside your window, and embrace that you have a roof over your head, that you live indoors, not outside, that you have a home, right? Embrace that you maybe have a family, maybe you have a loved one. Just embrace the things that you're able to do, because it'll at least give you a sense of gratitude that this club will fail to give you. For the fuck of it, I'm just going to go over the quick match recap and then we'll talk the game. But it was a risky lineup, and I believe due to the fact that Wesley Fofana picks up a muscle fatigue injury apparently in training yesterday. So Mamadou Sarr, Hato were essentially two of the three center backs in the middle, because we were playing with like somewhat of a back three with Chalaba in there as well. And yeah, it was a risky one. Santos also slotted into the team. No Malo Gusto. Reece James out with an injury. No Badia Chile. Yeah, no Fofana. Essentially a more dumbed down team. And no Jorgensen, which some of you probably are going to say that's fine. Robert Sanchez was in there. He didn't really do anything wrong, or there's nothing really else he could have done today. But it only took about 6 minutes to really shut up the Chelsea fans. And I'll say this, right, before we even get into this. If there's going to be one bit of optimism that maybe some people watching are looking for, I'm going to give you this. And then let me clarify this. I don't believe this is going to happen. This is just the hopium. This is the solution, right? People who want to be optimistic, you better hope that this is part of the grand plan, like the transition period of finding out how much you need to build for a UCL squad competing in the Premier League and UCL, and that they'll actually build on it in the summer. That is hopium. I don't believe in that. Just to clarify, I don't believe in that. So anyone that says that I think this project is going to work, I'm banning you. I'm being so serious. I'm clarifying myself right here. That's the only hope you got. And that's the directors being competent enough to do it intentionally. And that's us being lucky enough to actually get that done. I doubt that's going to happen. I have no faith that's going to happen. But it's an option. It could happen. But back to reality. The game today, 6 minutes, we concede. From a mistake that Mamadou Sarr makes, bad touch on the ball. It's a long ball, bad touch. Kvara, being bigger than him, manages to beat him on the ball. Kvara gets a shot on target. It goes in. Not really much Sanchez could do. Then, second goal probably comes, another 8 minutes later from Barcola. And I believe this is the one where Barcola is not even being... No one beats Barcola to the ball. He takes a shot and then it just goes top right. No one challenges Barcola. I think it actually comes from Andre Santos giving up the ball higher up the pitch. Or no, it was Moises tried to pass it for Andre Santos, but Andre Santos was too close, so the ball rebounded off of him back to the PSG player. Finds Barcola. Barcola then takes a shot and gets the goal that he got. And the less I talk about how disorganized this midfield looked, how confused these players looked on that pitch, they looked lost at times. And you know what? ROSENIOR, that's on you. That's on you. You could tell there used to be like a rigid structure there. Players knew where they needed to be, and when they weren't in those positions, they got punished. Now the players don't know where they need to be. Now the players are running into each other. Now the players don't understand where they need to make runs and all that stuff. They look lost on that pitch. Genuinely, they do. Santos, I felt bad for him at times because it looked like he didn't know where to be, what positions to take up. Caicedo not looking anywhere near his best. He was probably our best midfielder, but Enzo too. Like, again, nothing. Our midfield was ineffective. There was times in that whole entire game where 3 minutes, 4 minutes at a time, PSG are just possessing the ball. Their fans are just ole, ole, ole. And we had no bite. No bite whatsoever. Cole Palmer, don't even get me started. Yeah, you had some moments here and there, but this isn't the player you are. And to be fair, there was moments where he was coming off the right and it looked like he was going to create something. And then we decide to not play him on the right anymore. It gets to a point where, like, we need to keep it simple, stupid for this team. Because, again, we're playing players not in their best positions. Even when we are playing these players not in their best position. I mean, I can't even, like, super criticize because that defense is horrible. We don't have any good defenders, barring Cucurella and James when he's fit, who's not here anymore. Chalaba's also out. Who knows for how long he's going to be out. So now we basically have Fofana holding someone else's hands, if Fofana is even back in time for the game on the weekend, which is Everton. Yeah, man, we're so cooked. Third goal comes in the second half. We look we come out sorta well, but then nothing comes of it. And then, it took us 5 minutes to just go back to type. Not really trying. The subs come on, takes off João Pedro, takes off Enzo Fernandez, takes off Palmer in the 59th minute. And with that substitution, Arthur, you're basically telling me you're giving it up. You're throwing the flag. You took out 3 of the most effective players, well, barring Enzo. I don't think Enzo was even that effective, or Palmer for that matter, but Palmer is a player that could give you something. He did get a shot on target. He did try to create some chances. One that was close to João Pedro as well in the far post from that right wing position I was talking about. But you take him off and you bring on Delap, Garnacho, and who was the other one? I can't even remember who the other one is. Oh, Lavia. You're throwing the flag at that point. And shortly after that, Mayulu scores. Mayulu scores, dunks on Chelsea. And we're cooked. That's it. We can't defend for our lives. That's why we've conceded 8 goals over a 2-game tie, the most we've ever conceded in Europe. We're back to Poch style of defending and Potter style of attack at times. This is disgraceful. It's disgraceful. This manager is in over his head. The best I could hope for, because I'm not going to ask for the manager to be sacked halfway through a season. We know how this works. It takes at least a half a season to really implement your style of play, whatever that may be with Liam. If he gets sacked, he gets sacked. I don't really give a fuck at this point. I just want Chelsea going back to winning and back to being a serious team, because we're not a serious team right now. This is depressing. Sorry, I can't be high energy and boisterous. It's tough to be after a loss like that. After seeing your club get massacred and embarrassed the way they did at home. Mind you, I said 3-1. 3-1, I said on American Waffle. I actually had the gall to, for a second, feel that we could win this. But then I said, you know what? Let me be realistic. Arthur is going to play right into Luis Enrique's hands. And boy, did he fucking do that. He delivered on that, let me tell you. 3-0. They shut us out at our own ground. And you have fans online, because obviously I have to go on Twitter to find an image for the thumbnail. I see fans online criticizing the match-going fans for not having... I'm sorry. That first 6 minutes before the goal, all I could hear was the Chelsea fans. And then we conceded the goal, and then it shut us up. It humbled us, rightfully so. I'm sorry, this team, sometimes you see these performances, you see how we play, you see how they gave up. I don't blame Chelsea fans for leaving early. This is a disgrace. These performances are disgraceful. Defensively, we're shambolic. RSM reminded me backstage before we started that Maresca had us 3rd in the league in defense this season. He had us 3rd best defense in the league. And that's all been torn apart because this guy wants to learn from scratch instead of building off of what the previous manager did. I thought this was a fucking project. I thought the point of a project is to build a team that we could play a certain style of play, and then the next manager is going to come in and kind of build off of that too. So now you're telling me Another manager comes in, we got to scrap it and start over and find a different style of play for this manager. It's just ridiculous. It's absurd. It's a clown show. We've become a fucking joke. Shout out Staffy.
Oh my God, bro. I'm a joke. Oh my God, bro. We're a joke, bro. We're a joke.
This is a disgrace.
We're a joke. We're a joke. Wallahi, we're a joke.
This is a disgrace. And you know what? I'm not going to talk anymore. I feel like, you know, I'm being selfish here talking for as long as I have. Let's get the panel on here. Big up, guys. Like I said, smash up the like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. No music. Fuck this. This is Chelsea therapy. Big up, boys. Man's laughing at my pain, bro. This is fantastic. You're muted, honestly.
I'm like, bro. I'm bro. I'm it, bro. I'm it, bro.
Wait, I got another one. I got another one.
Marshall.
Why look like Somali uncle?
Forget all this. Hold up. Bring up Rosenier's comments. I'm telling you right now, you need to bring up his comments.
Oh no, what he said.
What? No. I don't need this, man. We don't need this.
No. Okay. No, I can just tell you. I want to tell you. So he went on TV and he said, "I want to thank the fans because they saw how hard the lads worked. The lads gave it all. The boys gave everything. The boys gave everything."
Hey, the Winter Surfer said it was Graham Potter 2.0. I said it was Graham Potter 2.0. Look what happened, bro.
I mean,
bro, I'm telling you. Well, hold up. I was here in these streams. I was telling people, you know, when someone's going by Maresca, the person who comes after Maresca is gonna be worse. We lucked out with Maresca. I had people in the chat saying, "Oh, RSM, you're just a Clear Lake shill. You have no standards. Where are your standards? It's not good enough." And I said, I live in reality. I know what's going to come after is going to be worse. I live in objective reality. I don't live in the delusion called standards land, where just because I, as an individual, have standards means the club is going to somehow make the correct decisions. We lucked out on having Maresca. Maresca has left. You now see the amount of holes that he was having to fill in with the poor quality in the squad. He had us, like I said, last season, third best defense in the league. This is everybody said his system is too rigid. His system, it doesn't allow enough freedom for the players. Congrats. You now see what these absolute bum clowns look like having freedom. Enjoy freedom ball. Enjoy freedom ball, bro. And listen, enjoy freedom ball. We're free people, you know what I'm saying? You know, we got a little uprising, you know, the government got over Maresca's authoritarian system, right, is overthrown. We are now in pure freedom ball. Enjoy. I'm glad everybody is enjoying this. Everybody who said he needed to leave, enjoy this. Ahmed who told me he needs to use the backups. He has the backups. You need to see the backups.
I can't understand why you start right back when you're
when I told him the reason Maresca's not playing the backups is because they are shite. They're not worth anything. They're trash. And I told him this. This is why you don't see them touch the pitch.
I'll let Arson finish. You finish Arson.
So again, this is the and above everything else, by the way, and I said this, I am glad. The only joy I take from today is that Iqbali and Boli were there watching this absolute dumpster show of a team that their SDs have built. This is the project that we got told a week ago, right? Through that report. They're building the best fucking team in the world. All right, man. Bet. Thank you so much. Thank you for this. Maresca asked for one senior center back to cover Colwell. One. He asked for one. He didn't ask for an entire team rehaul. He didn't ask you to go pay 100 M's for Bastoni or try to get him out of Italy. He said, "Can you get me one center back? One center back, please, so that I can cover for Colwell because these guys are not good enough." And they told him, "Nah, you got internal solutions, big dog. You have internal solutions, big dog." I'm glad that this is happening. I'm glad that they were there to see it. And everybody, bro, everybody who was there, boo Maresca, everybody who was cheesing next to match day programs, saying this was Maresca's last game and I was there. I hope you hold this, yeah? Because I told you that this was gonna get worse. I told you. I told you they shouldn't.
Don't forget chat. Maresca out, man. There we go.
No, I'm glad, bro. I'm glad, bro. This Rosenior ball is everything that bro, I'm telling you.
The day Chelsea died. That's what.
That's not. The Chelsea did not die on that day.
That is.
No, it's not. No, it's not. But Orison, are you done? Orison, are you done, please, bro? I'm gonna just rebuttal you a little bit.
Go. You're gonna rebuttal, please. I beg you, rebuttal, man.
With some level of respect, yeah. I think. Listen, the reality of the situation was, Maresca, was he a good coach? I don't think any of us here would deny that. Even I myself have never denied that Maresca wasn't a good coach. Okay, but I do think it is also fair to say the vibes were off at the same time too, bro. Right, some of the stuff that was happening behind the scenes, not tactically, keyword is not necessarily tactically, but the stuff that was happening behind the scenes in terms of him, the contract related stuff, right? Even him not playing some of the younger players that I do think could have helped add to the team. Okay, I said keyword is younger players. I'm not talking about Tosin. I'm not talking about Ishio. You know who I'm not talking about, right? I think these guys could have still added to the team. Those were my one place necessarily, Maresca. If he didn't get sacked, I didn't mind. Okay, that's the one thing I will say. But at the same time, I think there's an argument to be said. Yeah, Maresca was only delaying the inevitable, right? Because if you look at it, right, under we've got a new manager now, ROSENIOR and everything like that. We are now seeing the stuff that was being hidden, right, which needed to be seen.
That's a decent argument. I'll take
right.
That.
We need this is delaying the inevitable, right? Because and I think this is a good thing because again, people are seeing with their own eyes the stuff that I've said about whether it be a Tosin, a Chalaba, etc., 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 whoever you want to call. That's all it is. Now, in regards to the game itself, guys, let's actually talk about the game itself. Yeah?
Seeing as we're going to, I just want to back up. I want to piggyback off one of your points.
Yes, please.
Because I actually think it's perfect. Because I agree with you on the point you made about Maresca's handling of some young players. Because I agree. I think he could have played some of them more. Because I think what you see now and you see with this game is what ROSENIOR is starting to do is starting to go back how Maresca was. And he's starting to do the same bullshit in terms of let's talk about where we need to talk about start. Mamadou Sarr. First of all, I'm just going to say, if you're going to judge him off of 45 minutes, he was bad today, outside of a couple of moments. If you're going to judge him off of 45 minutes against the best team in the world and say he's shit, at right back, by the way, respectfully, I think you're a bit of a moron. But anyway.
Correct.
Bringing a guy in, the last time he played was when you took him off the fucking football pitch against Wrexham, where he was actually having a decent game, and you took him off the football pitch against Wrexham. That's the last game he played. You've then not played him at all, I don't think. I don't know if he made sub appearances, I don't remember. I don't think he did. In any game up to this game. He then comes in, cold, completely cold, at right back, which he's never played for us. I don't know if he ever played there for Strasbourg.
He's left foot.
And he has a shit game against the best winger, the left winger in the world. Why the fuck am I surprised? Who was surprised? He was never going to play well. This is almost like when Delap played right wing against Arsenal. He was never going to play well. Who was going to play well in that position? Whether it was Chalaba, whether it was Sarr, because neither of them are right backs. They don't understand where to position themselves, how to defend in terms of the spaces to mark, because they're not used to marking that close to the touchline all the time. So this manager has decided, for no reason, again, because in his infinite wisdom he has to bring a young player in cold, he has a shit game, and then you sub him off at halftime. Way to kill his confidence. Well done, by the way. This is your centre back. This is who you wanted. Well done. Congratulations for killing his confidence immediately. Because we're now not going to see him until Port Vale, and then we probably won't see him the rest of the season. So, yeah. Fantastic.
I saw someone post
I want what oh that's nasty work. PSG does some nasty work, but I saw. Listen, I want one of the comments I wanted to bring up, but it's about the game in general, right? Is that obviously the first goal was a mistake by Sarr. I'm not gonna be harsh on Sarr. He's a young player. There's a lack of experience there, and he's against a very elite winger. At the end of the day, that's a mistake that he called himself, and then an elite winger's there. Fair enough, that happens, right? That's 1-0 down. We should, and that happened really quickly, by the way. Again, that happened too quick, by the way. Like only 5 minutes into, literally into the game, bro.
After that goal, it was just
the way he defends this, by the way, is so bad. Like it's not even a touch.
It is, bro. It's bad, bro.
The moment he turns his back to the ball, like the moment he turns to follow Kvaratskhelia and has his back to the ball, he's fucked himself because he can't make a touch there that he's going to save himself.
He needed to turn his body the other way, bro.
This is going to sound weird. The first ball, he needed to let Kvaratskhelia just run and just focus on the ball. Like let Kvarat make the run, and you just focus on getting the ball. Because if you get the ball, what the fuck's he gonna do? But he focused on Kvaratskhelia running, and he completely lost the ball.
Yeah. Listen, it is what it is. Shout out to Kvaratskhelia. Listen, no goalkeeper saving that. Whether it be Jorgensen, whether it be Sanchez at the end of the day. So
no, bro. It's too much of a 1-on-1.
Yeah. The second goal, bloody hell. The second goal,
Maybe we should pass them through our whole midfield
first of
style
all,
then,
Marsh, RSM, let's be honest about your boy. Giving it to, come on,
stop.
on.
Shut the fuck up. No
hate, no hate
Stop.
no hate
He
him.
does no. He wanted to pass it to the wings. He does that switch every time when he hits it and he tries to get it to the winger. He does that all the time, every game. Santos literally blocks him from doing that.
Santos has two guys on him at the time that ball gets past him, and he passes it into him, bro. Let's be honest.
He doesn't pass it to Santos. He wants to
Look, watch. Bro, he's legit passing it straight into him.
Because he doesn't expect Santos to be there because he does this.
Well,
he plays it to the midfield and he switches it to the winger all the time.
What I'm saying.
Go back to when Chalobah plays into a 3-man on him.
Yes.
Ahmed, this is what I'm saying in the beginning of the stream. They don't know what they're doing on the pitch.
Santos is in the way. Santos is legitimately in the way, bro.
How many times did the players get in each other's way? Even last game with João Pedro and Palmer got in each other's way. Who took a shot and Enzo took a shot and Palmer was in the middle of the shot. This game, Caicedo tries to pass it and Santos is in the middle of it. You can tell he's not trying to pass it to Santos. He's trying to shoot it, but Santos is in the way.
Wait. But I understand what you're saying. I understand what both you and Aris are saying. But if I'm being honest at the same time, Marshall, right? He also needs to be aware that ball's not gonna work yet. Look at when when he receives the ball, right? You can clearly see, right? He delays his part. He delays. No. I agree. He delays. He keeps delaying. But then when he tries to do the overlook, by that point in time, bro, Santos is too close. He's getting pressed by whoever that person is because kind of the quality is not great. Vittini's on Caicedo, right? And so I think the easier pass there is just go straight to Hato instead, because clearly the pass is not going to work at that moment in time, right? Yeah.
That's the only one you can pass to, really.
Yeah, because at that point, bro, Santos is way too close. And look, he's looking. He dummies the first time, and then he's trying to create space for himself there.
But the thing is, okay, I understand that. The thing is, though, when you look at how we play and how ROSENIOR wants to play through the lines, this is coached. This is the manager saying, hey, whenever you get the ball, Enzo was doing it, Santos was doing it, Caicedo was doing it. Whenever you get the ball here, find the gaps, and the players, you need to come into the gaps so that you can get through the middle and get them on the counter. 1, 2, 3, 4 passes. That's it. One touch. I understand. This is on Caicedo to an extent. But at the same time, it comes from the structure. It comes from what's being asked of the players.
I agree.
From the coach. So there's just,
No. There's multiple things, but it comes with Caicedo. It comes with the structure, right? Because Santos cannot get out of the way at that moment in time, boys. Let's be honest, right? He obviously loses. The ball gets lost there, and then look at this here. I want keep playing it. Go frame by frame because this is key, right? You go by frame. No, it's fine.
There we go.
Just let it run, Marshall. Let it run. Happens. That's Caicedo, by the way. Obviously, he misses out on the tackle, which is okay. I don't know what to say. Then I don't know who that guy is over there. He does it too late. Hato does not come too sure. But the moment he gets the ball, Hato should be running at him basically at that point because
he needs to close him down. He needs to close him down.
He needs to close him down, right? Barcola, acres of space in that point, bro. He can shoot that first time, bro. He's got enough time to shoot that first time. Pick his spot and go.
Chalobah also doesn't step. Yeah, Chalobah doesn't step.
Chalobah doesn't step, and the fact that Chalobah and Hato don't step, I find so weird. And this is, I'm blaming this on the system, but I don't know if it fully comes from the system at the end of the day. But when we're watching, because by the way, we watched today, or there were points where I saw today, Hato step out of the back line to again man mark a dude. So we just, whatever a senior system is defensively wise, he loves having one of the centre backs just step out of the back line.
Yeah, I was about to say because his pressing structure is also shit. It leaves us so open defensively, bro.
I was gonna say he keeps getting one of his centre backs to step out of the back line to go and man mark.
And you know how this is. We know that this is a system issue, by the way, is because these were not the defensive issues we were seeing under Maresca.
No.
He's basically doing the same thing at Strasbourg, like effectively. But the problem is at Strasbourg, you play the back three. You can have someone step up in that. We're playing the back two every game.
Oliver, the issue I have with it, Aldo, where I was going with that is, I'm not cool with it. But if your defensive structure or one of your principles is having a centre back step out, this moment is when a centre back should step, but they don't. So this obviously is not being coached properly to the point where they understand when and when not to press. So the way you've coached these guys has been shit. Because if you'd coached these guys properly, they would understand when to step and when not to step. Because this is a moment where you should step. The moments where Fofana and Hato are stepping into the attacking areas to man mark a guy, that's not when you should step, because that leaves gaps in the back line. This is when you should step to stop the guy running with the ball from having an open pass into your box. But no one does. So yeah, like the way we are coached and the way we are set up is so poor defensively, because it's clear that people don't understand. And I said this after the other PSG game, and we saw it in moments today, even with the like Santos and Caicedo thing. There are so many times where the defensive rotations or where guys look like they have no idea where they're meant to be on a football pitch. It looks as though you have got guys playing together that have never played together before. Like Santos and Caicedo went from having an immaculate midfield pivot to now in this game looking like they'd never played together before. Like they 100%. Actually had no idea what each other was meant to do.
It looked like Santos made his debut today.
Facts. But again, Marshall, and this goes back to what I said about Sarr. This was your best midfielder prior to, I think, the Burnley game where he wasn't great. You dropped him for no reason.
Yeah.
You dropped him for no reason. So he's not comfortable, or he's not comfortable, but he's not on form, or he's not, up to full match speed when he comes into games. He plays Wrexham is decent, but with these young guys, if you're going to build partnerships, stick with the partnership that works. You had a partnership that worked and you changed it. You had a thing that worked with Enzo on the wing, even though he looked kind of arse, but everything else worked. You changed it to have him in the number 10 and he looks like shit. You just change shit. You're throwing shit at the ball, hoping it sticks.
Yeah. I wanted to add to that point, this idea of like, why are our players like have zero chem? That is very weird to me, by the way, because it's like, even you've been playing with each other under Maresca, there should still be some level of chemistry that exists, guys. Like we can talk. The style of play cannot be so detrimental that, bro, we just lose zero chem.
Bro,
I don't know what to say to you, bro.
It's the mental hit they took, bro, from the results. That's what it is, bro.
I think maybe that's fair.
I think it's that RSM, but I also do think it's the coaching. I think
I hold up. I agree it's the coaching, but I think okay. Let me know if any of you disagree with this statement. I think Rosenier's at his depth.
Oh, I agree.
100%.
Yeah, great.
Okay. So as long as we build from the idea that Rosenier's at his depth, right? We can't, like, we are going to continue, I think, for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
And for as long as he's manager, we're going to keep getting pissed at this. Because at least, and I'll tell you this, with Maresca, we had our criticisms of Maresca, and some of them were fair enough, right? But even at the beginning, we could even the first game he had against City, we could see something. We lost. It was frustrating. I think we lost 2-0, but we could see something there, right? People were booing, but we saw what he was trying to build. Wallahi, bro, I don't know what Rosenier's trying to build, bro. I have no clue what Rosenier's trying to build, bro.
You know what's jokes as well with that point, and I said this on Lewis's channel, so if anyone was on Lewis's stream, apologies, you'll end up hearing this again. Because I said this at the time, I'm about to say. We played today the exact same way we played against Brentford in his first Premier League game.
I agree.
Outside the fact we didn't concede against Brentford, mainly because Robert Sanchez decided to stand on his head, we played the exact same way. We're as open today as we were against Brentford in his first league game. And I told people this when we were winning games against Brentford or against other teams, but looking like shit, and we didn't look comfortable, but we won games
today.
I was saying, it doesn't look good. Okay, we're winning, but it doesn't look good. I worry about what happens when we play against teams that actually know how to play football against us, that aren't scrubs. We're seeing it now. We come up against teams that aren't scrubs, that actually know how to attack, that have good attackers, and we're getting moved to because we're playing the same way we did against Brentford. But because it was Brentford and they decided not to score, it was fine.
Yeah.
Because we played against, who else did we play against?
We got away with the results then.
Yeah, because we played against Wolves, and it's Wolves. It was fine.
Yeah, I wanted to make a
real quick.
So many games playing like shit because also the other part of it was João Pedro again was saving us in a lot of games. He's now got to a point where you talk about chemistry. He has no chemistry, but it's not on him. Like, he has no support with anyone. He's the only guy in attack trying to do anything, but he's getting no support. He's then doing the thing he did under Maresca where he's dropping into midfield to pick the ball up because he's getting no touch on the ball, but that's hurting us because we don't want him doing that. So yeah. You've managed to hurt the only good thing you had going for you in João Pedro, and you haven't fixed the defense at all. We're just as bad as we were against Brentford.
And building off of that, going back to what you guys were talking about, what Ahmed originally pointing out, that there's the lack of chemistry, or what looks like the lack of chemistry. Did you guys see the was it Monday Night Football, or what was it, Thierry Henry's analysis?
About the
Monday Night Football.
The coach.
Thierry Henry clip. I
Monday
did see
night.
that.
So, for those of you who don't know, they were breaking down basically the goal that we conceded to Newcastle. And when you look at the manager, or you look at Liam, the moment we concede possession, Liam stops coaching. He goes back to the bench. He stops coaching. And that coaching, that being on the line, I remember we used to complain about Frank not doing any coaching. Remember Oliver cross his arms and just look upset and do nothing on the touchline. This is what we're talking about. When you aren't instructing these young players, because this isn't Lampard, this isn't Ramirez. These aren't players that they already automatically know where to be, where to position themselves, how to defend. They're still learning. They're still inexperienced. They're still going to make mistakes. You, as the coach, have to watch their back and try to mitigate those mistakes from your position. You have to be the one that says, Reese, watch your back, keep the line, or whatever. Chalaba. Even today, you even heard Liam saying the players need to talk. Brother, you need to talk too. You need to be there coaching. And when you see your players out of position, conceding these chances, the formation or the system that you're trying to play being all unorganized, you have to organize it as a manager as well. So that's where the chemistry also kicks in.
No, the one
and they look like
the
they're
one I always
lost
remember,
because they
Marshall.
don't know where they have to go. Go ahead.
No, the
Oliver.
one I always remember, Marshall, was when Gallagher was over touching the ball against West Ham, and Tuchel is letting him know this is not on. He's going ballistic on the sideline.
Yes.
This guy does nothing.
But I think for me, there's a balance in my personal opinion, right? I don't know, for example, in that game, obviously against who's the last game? Who did we face last game? Newcastle, right?
Newcastle.
Yeah, right. When that thing happened, that was 3 senior members of the squad. I don't need to be telling Reece James where he needs to be when mistakes are occurring.
I disagree completely.
I don't.
Especially if you're playing a different system.
That's why. I would agree with you if it was Reece James at right back. The reason I disagree is because you've got Reece James in a position he is not fully comfortable in terms of he has not really had moments, even when he played in midfield under Maresca, where he had to drop in between centre-backs like that on a defensive transition. He was not having moments like that. He even playing in midfield. So I'm saying, while I would normally agree with you, for example, right, I agree with you to an extent with maybe you say Chalobah, for example, or Enzo.
Yeah, I was gonna say some of those guys. Yeah.
Okay, I agree though. Reece is the one I push back on just because of the positioning thing.
Fair
it's
enough.
Not something he's used to.
Because essentially the reason why I'm saying that, Marshall, is that some of these guys are also seniors, right? This is not me. For when you're talking about some of the younger guys, right? Whether it be Sar, a Chempong, right? A Hato, even some of the younger attackers, right? I actually agree with you. Those guys need communication. You need to talk to them. Some of these other guys, I would say not necessarily. That's the point I would probably slightly disagree on. But the general point, I think the problem for me is that, objectively speaking, we knew Rosinia was a guy that at the end of the day was going to need time. I hate to put it like that, but that's the guy. We knew this guy was going to need time. We knew this guy was going to be out of his depth, right? We knew this guy was going to probably need time to get into the game and stuff like that. It wasn't even Maresca. We were willing to give him some time. He was making a lot of mistakes earlier on, but obviously he was able to get into a groove and kind of somewhat mitigate the mistakes he was making and improve on that, right? The problem with bringing in Rosinia at the point we did was that you brought him halfway through the season. You brought him in a time where he cannot necessarily implement what he needs to do, right? You've also then put him in a situation where you're also asking minimum UCL football from him too, right? And so it's you're putting a lot of pressure on a guy that has a level of inexperience that you're kind of setting him up to fail. I hate to put it like this, but you're setting him up to fail essentially. That is the problem, right? Now, and again, this is why I think you've heard my opinion before. I only think Rosinia is in reality only 1/10 of the issue that's occurring to us right now, right? What's happened on this pitch? I only put 1/10 of the blame on Rosinia. The 9/10 of the blame, right, is on the guys above him who have helped to create and fester what is essentially happening on this pitch, bro.
No, I get that.
Rosenier's a symptom, bro. He's not the cause.
Yeah, exactly. There we go.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Yep.
I look at the, like, I look at today, for example, right? Yeah, Chalobah. I look at Chalobah today. Obviously, apparently his injury looks really bad from what I've heard.
Yeah,
He might be out for the season.
He got spun like a Beyblade.
He genuinely that Barcola in that her stuff. He did the little let it rip.
Yeah,
he
he
did the let it rip, bro. I hate to say it like that. He genuinely. I swear to God, I watched that roll down. I thought, let it, bro.
Bro, he looked like what was the cartoon, the Tasmanian Devil, bro? He just,
you know what I mean? Oh yeah. I shouldn't be laughing because he actually does have like a serious injury, it seems, right?
No, but we're laughing at his performance. We're not laughing at the injury.
Yeah,
we're laughing
but
at before he got injured.
But like, I knew when I was watching generally, Kvaratskhelia Gillian versus him when he was moving to the wing, or Barcola versus him, bro. It was food. You know what I mean? I don't want to laugh,
bro. It's like maybe some of you guys don't get it, but like in the US, like you go to a gym and you're just you're taller than a guy, you say mismatch, and they just throw you the ball because they know like you can't, you can't, the other guy can't guard you. They just scream mismatch. That's what it was all game, bro.
Yeah, I just think. Listen, before I know CP, sorry, I should say, came in, right? But like, I think for me, I talked about this in the last week's leg. The gap in quality is night and day. That is the main reality, bro. Just from the first 11. Just from the first 11. Yes.
Them bringing on Dewey and our sub is next to him is done.
Like, I just think the gap in quality in terms of the first 11, not just the guys on the bench, some of the guys on the bench, bro, are not like, you got Mayulu, you've got Kangin Lee, right, stuff like that, right? They're not necessarily, I wouldn't say, like amazing guys. But what I would say though, from a starting 11 perspective,
Can I give you a counterpoint? You know how we had John Obi Mikel, and the second he would sub on, we've shut down the game. We have that. It's called Liam Delap. The second Delap comes on,
I told you, dude.
The game is done, brother.
I told you when Delap comes on, it's a defensive sub. But it's a defensive sub for the other team, right? We're now down. It's now a 12v10. It's a 12v10.
His name is Liam Delap, man. Shout out to Liam Delap, man. We got our Mikel. I've been saying every time I've been going to the Chelsea pub with my friend, Liam Delap comes on, I'm like, yeah, the game's done. And it is. We never score. We never fucking score.
I mean, when he made those subs, you knew it was like a sacrifice or like lambs. Like,
I genuinely looked at.
Just throwing the white towel. It was like, okay, you gave up pretty much.
His subs. I know we talk about Maresca's subs and how bad they were sometimes, and I will 100% concede that. Some of Rosinier's subs in like the last few games have been some of the worst substitutions we've seen. Like in terms of whether it be timing, choice of substitution, the guy who comes off, like, oh my God, they are unbelievably terrible.
But that was like 60 minutes.
Like
it was.
You know what?
On for Palmer and Lavio for Enzo Fernandez. You knew. It was just like,
Do you know what I was gonna say quickly, Chris? Yeah, when Delap came on and some of the shooting I was seeing from him today, like, how can your pause? I'm gonna say pause right now. How can your legs and thighs be that big, but the power you're producing from each shot, it's like what 5-shot power? You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Do you guys remember? When people were taking stills off Twitter and saying that based off stills that he had a better shooting technique than Jackson? Like,
well, to be fair,
funny times, man.
Bro.
He's generally like, I say this often, but he's generally he's genuinely like crazy. I just think, boys, I know that Marshall's got the Joe Cole what's it called quote here. He's not lying, bro. Like, I feel like we see this on a week in week out basis, bro. It's dark, it's peak. You know what I mean? The game's the game. Like, we say this every week, bro.
You say the game's the game, but.
Alright, fair enough. But like, listen, it's like we say this often. It's dark, it's peak. It can't get any worse. You know what I mean? We're cooked. You know what I mean?
I ain't heard that lately in a while. It can't get any worse. I ain't heard it.
But like, I feel like
someone said that lately. I forgot who did, though.
Yeah. But like, I feel like every time we
if you
say
didn't hear it, it's the Mick McCarthy meme.
Yeah. Yeah, like every time like we say this sort of thing, bro, it gets worse, guys.
Yep.
You know what I
Yo,
mean?
they were
I just think
PSG
we're
was
all-time
trying
low. That's where we are.
yeah, they were trying so hard to give Garnacho, to give Neto, to give Delap a goal. Like they were just giving them the ball.
I
in
can't
their
lie,
half
bro.
right
I
outside
can't, bro.
the
I'm telling you
box.
right now, the amount of space that Garnacho was getting to just run into the box and shoot, and he couldn't even like get off a decent
Nothing.
Did he
shot.
make a shot on target?
No, he did. He
Yeah,
did.
he got
But
two.
every time
He
he
had
did,
one.
it was
I think he had one or
straight
two.
to the keeper.
I can't
Straight to the
lie.
keeper. It was straight to the keeper every time,
Yep.
bro.
When we made those 3 subs, I
They got him onto his left foot and he was
I
cooked.
actually on my phone.
No, you know how funny it is though. Like it legitimately makes me laugh though. Like the fact that like PSG were just like they weren't even leaving Neto and Garnacho 1-on-1. They were just leaving them.
But
Yeah.
we've seen this before, and not even we've seen this before, and not. We've seen this before though, and not even just under Maresca, like under Rosenio. I mean, this happened under Maresca against Aston Villa. They did the same thing to Garnacho, gave him the whole wing, did nothing.
I called it. This guy basically threw in the towel. Here, I got some quotes. Hold up.
I don't want to see him, brother.
Liam Rosenio, I'm bringing off João Pedro, Palmer, and Fernandez. It's
where we
an-
are.
It's not.
Podge.
It's not an admission.
Podge.
It's a reality of where the group are. They've played over 100 games in 18 months. They had no
I'll go
break.
fuck
It's
yourself.
not an excuse, but you're seeing with Reese and others that if I don't manage their minutes, the likelihood of them getting injured is
This
more
guy-
likely.
this guy
I have to make
brother,
really
this
difficult
guy-
decisions
no, no,
that at the
no,
time.
he
I've
made-
He didn't manage Reese's
back-
minutes
back-
though.
No.
Yeah.
I was
What are we
gonna say, I've
talking
changed my
about?
mind. I've changed my mind. Sack him now, immediately. This guy's
I'm telling
cooked. This
you.
guy's
I'm
this
saying-
Oh, you should have sacked him last week.
This
Bro,
guy's
he never should have been
bullshit.
hired.
This guy's talking about managing minutes after playing the exact same team outside of fucking Garnacho and Sanchez. 290 minutes in the space of 3 days.
It makes it
And he's
worse
talking
because
about
he's
managing
talking about
minutes.
managing minutes during a Champions League game that we're supposed to try and win.
Cool. Why didn't you drop Enzo Fernandez then maybe for the Newcastle game? Because we really needed him in that game, didn't we? He was really
And also,
good in that
why
game.
didn't you? And also, why is João Pedro a part of this? He didn't play in Europe last season
True.
with Brighton. He didn't play in Europe.
Bro, he's BSing. He's BSing, bro. He's BSing.
Oh, I hate him so much. I actually hate
Dude,
him.
he's such a.
This is
he's
why,
a dweeb,
Ahmed,
bro. He's a dweeb, he's a dweeb.
I hear everything you said earlier about the ownership group and about Rosenio. I 100% agree, but I don't care. I can accept that these guys will not hire anyone better. The next guy will be equally as shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Get him.
But
out
then,
the
but the new guy, but the new, can I
wait,
wait, Scott though, Scott,
As a
the new
GM.
guy that's gonna come in is gonna be giving the same quotes to you, bro. That's what they're
That's
gonna feed
fine,
him,
bro.
and then he's gonna be giving those quotes
Ahmed,
to you. So what's the difference?
What about John
Ahmed,
Terry?
do you know what my answer will be then? Sack him too. I don't care, bro. I can't listen to
Double
this
sack.
shit on a regular basis.
Bro, he's
Like
no,
the
he's no, he's
directors and everything
no. You
first
know what it
as
is.
well,
Hold up.
then you go as
Again,
well.
and I said this before. You know what it is? It's the same thing as like, you just like I hate seeing some of the backline and people are like I've argued on Twitter with people when I tweet this. They're like, oh, you know, they're just gonna get young players anyway that are inexperienced. I'm like, good. I don't care though. I can't stand to see Chalaba, Tosin, Disasi, whoever Badiashile. I can't stand to see them anymore. They need to leave. Like, I know that what's gonna come in is not better, but I just can't stand looking at their faces anymore. I can't. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it is what it is, man. And if I come to hate the other bums that they bring in after, I'll come to hate them. But I'm done with them, bro. I'm done.
All right. That's all it is, bro. That's how I feel about like I'll worry about the next guys when I see the next guys. I need to just worry about who I can see right now, and they're pissing me off. Like whether they like even like guys like Enzo Fernandez or whatever, whether they replace them well or not, I don't care. I can't watch them play football anymore. Like they might get someone worse than Delap. I know that's hard to imagine, but they might do. then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I can't watch Delap play football.
I'm jumping
can't-
off that.
No, hold
I'm
on.
jumping off that
Wait. No, what I gotta hold up. Respect, bro. Respect football. Stop saying what the lab does is not play football. Respect football, bro. That guy's out there to wrestle. He's out
I'll
there
put it
to
like this:
wrestle.
A striker right now at Chelsea would like get less than 2 goals in the minutes he's had. Like Mark Gu, like I'd back him to score like 3 or 4 wherever he's at. Is he?
If Mark Gu had the same opportunities, he would be on at least the same amount of goals, if not more.
Oh, I think it'd be more. I think it'd be
More. No, he'd be more, bro.
Sure.
He'd be more.
That's fine, but you can't
Last
tell me it'd be
season,
less.
like,
The one thing I'd argue
No
is
shot.
it's definitely not less.
No shot.
Nah. I wonder if we'll sell him this season because like.
Armando Broja with the same minutes would have gotten more.
Pardon?
Facts.
Amanda Broja
Yeah,
would
I mean, I'd rather Broja.
Aubameyang under Potter would have gotten more goals in the same minutes.
Like,
True.
I did not like Broja, but like I definitely would take
Oh
Broja.
no! By the way, no, because again, We were in a group
Wait, it's
chat,
just
and
it's
we
just
know
on. Okay, aggro. Okay.
yeah, over the
just today-
entire over both legs. You know what's crazy? I was in a
Oh.
group chat and somebody was like, oh, this is as bad as like the Arsenal Bayern whatever. And I'm like, brother, we gave them out of those 8 goals, I can point to 5 goals that we just gift wrapped to them. 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, throw XG in the fucking trash along with our club, because that is just absolutely
No, the thing is,
ridiculous.
the goals that they scored on us weren't high XG, but that's only because like the spots where they were shooting from should not, 9 times out of 10, do not result in a goal unless you literally pass them the ball, which is what we were doing.
It's about structure. If you shoot in those same zones against a competent team, the ball's getting blocked.
Yeah.
Because more often than not, when somebody's shooting from those zones, there is covering defenders. But because we're clowns, right? Like there's nobody there because we gave them the ball, so we're on the back foot.
I'm kind of glad that they gave up that goal 6 minutes in and didn't give us any kind of dick tease or any kind of hope, and it was just like, yeah, this one's over.
Put us out of our misery on like the Arsenal
Dude,
game. In the cup.
Anybody, bro. I thought
Started reading
tweets
emails
this morning. Dude, I was seeing tweets after the sporting one being like, oh, you know, remontada's in there. I'm like, put the gun down, bro, please, bro. I don't know what you're seeing, man. Like, if this was Maresca, I'd believe it more. But that's what I'm telling. That's why I keep going back to Maresca had his issues, but he was not embarrassing us like this. This is Poch level. This is Poch away at Arsenal level, by the way. Y'all don't want to admit it.
I don't think
We got held. We got
held
held to 0 at home, bro. 0. We scored nothing at home.
Well, do you know
Bro,
what?
I'm telling you, this is
You know what
Poch.
I'm
This is Poch Arsenal. Y'all don't want to hear it though.
I know what I'm gonna do.
Bad vibes, Maresca. Bad vibes, Maresca.
Oh yeah, bad vibes. Yeah, no,
By the way,
100%. You know what it is? It's like the vibes. Yeah, honestly, the vibes.
What's up, Chris?
Of losing are just as bad as these vibes, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah, Maresca's creating a bad vibe, man.
Did any of you guys notice like Liam Rosenio was writing out like 90 minutes like notes to a player, Garnacho?
Fuck his notes.
Oh,
Yeah, I couldn't work out what like are the notes. It wasn't 90 minutes, I think. It was around.
Bro, I'd scribble a little note. I'd scribble a note. I'd be like, "Your shit, fuck you." Just hand it to him, let him read it, bro.
No, but like,
you know what?
Garnacho and then Garnacho
Scribbling notes with his 4-color pen,
you
bro.
do a shit.
By the way, do you know what's really annoying, RSM? You know, you said, oh, we didn't score any at home. I was just about to go and look. When was the last time we didn't score a goal at home? It was the last fucking game.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, yeah. Bro, no, I'm telling you right now, like as bad as Maresca was, and as quote unquote, you know, I'm quoting Ahmed here because again, let's not forget the criminality of Ahmed and all this.
There's no criminality.
The vibes were bad. The vibes were bad.
There's criminality.
Thank you.
There is no criminality.
There is criminality.
No, and
There's
I
blood
told
on
no,
those Somalian hands.
Listen, my hands nice and
Are not
clean,
clean.
nice and
No,
white.
no, they're not.
Nice
No,
and
they're
white.
not.
Okay,
No,
there's a
they're
little bit. That's not blood. That's
Oh,
confirmed.
okay.
That's not blood. That's confirmed. That's my regular skin. This one, no, confirm that. That's that. I'm just like my hands on wood. Either way.
Hey
Okay.
yo.
Hey yo!
There's not an AO there. There's not an AO there.
Your
But
hands
either
are
way.
on wood? What are you talking
What
about, bro?
are you on, Ahmed? 6
I'm on the wooden
thighs,
table.
all delapsed thighs. wood.
Listen.
Oh my goodness, you're having a shot, yo, stinker and hook.
Listen.
That's
Either
right.
way.
By the way,
Listen.
Fun fact,
Listen.
people. Do you know what? Fun fact, people. So I've just gone and looked. In the year and a half under Maresca, we only failed to score at home twice. We've equaled that under Rosenio.
I'm just
Bro,
waiting
by the
for a
way,
convincing,
don't look
game
at our
against the
bro.
big
Our
side
goals
so far. That's what I'm
conceded under
waiting for.
Senior. Hold on.
Oh, no,
I remember,
bro,
bro, I bookmarked. I bookmarked so many, bro. I bookmarked so many things.
I did look. Again, another fun fact. We've conceded 65 goals in two months.
Rosenior has us hold up 18 matches, 28 goals conceded in 18
I was going to
matches.
say, and we have conceded 65 goals all season.
Brother, we have 3 clean sheets in 18 matches under Rosenior, bro.
So we
Most goals
conceded a
conceded
third
at
of our
UCL.
goals already?
Man said a
Yes.
third. We've conceded,
More than a third.
we've
More than a
conceded
third.
nearly
Close
half.
to a half.
Brother,
Close to a half.
and he's like, oh, you know, they're in the middle of the pitch because they want to respect the ball. How about you fucking
we're
respect?
close to a
How many?
How about you respect the fans and actually just leave, bro?
How many?
You know
how many
what?
games
With the way Delap was playing, he was respecting the ball, man. He wasn't shooting like with the force.
Out of the 65 goals we've
No,
conceded
CP.
this season, he's accounted for 28. He's only 4 goals away from being at the halfway point of conceding those 65 goals, brother.
How many games did
he's
how many
literally
games
But
did
one goal
everybody,
away.
okay, but this
He's
I'm
5
telling you,
goals
this is
away
why-
from conceding half the goals we've conceded all season, by the way. In the title.
This is why I
If you
can't
want
think
a
everybody's serious who was like, oh, Maresca system, it's too rigid. Is this and that on the players? Because at the end of the day, there was a reason for it, and now you're seeing it. Again, if you don't listen, you're gonna feel, brother.
Depression.
Hey, I just want to say a certain streamer here on the top right, a certain Somali streamer here, kept saying Maresca every chance he got. This fraud.
Don't forget chat. Maresca out, man. There we go.
This fraud of a man. This fraud of a
I'm just waiting for
Yeah, hold that.
Rosinio,
You
like,
muted
don't
yourself.
forget
Hold
chat,
that.
man,
You're
Rosinio
not.
out.
We can't hear you. Hold that. Hold that.
You're still muted.
Yeah.
Weird.
Four. You're coming in a little bit.
Too much, bro. Look.
Anyway, listen, I did say Maresca out, and he was, and I stand by that take. And the reason why I stand by that, look at right now. This is what we need right now. We need to get rid of this. You know what it is, yeah. You know when like when you've like had a hard day at work. You know when you've done a hard day at work, and you just need to take a shower afterwards.
That hard, by the way, you know. Just saying.
Fuck you, Scott. Fuck you, Scott. Anyway,
Yo, W Scott, man. W Scott.
Listen.
So basically more hard work when you go home.
Anyway,
Or
we need to cleanse ourselves, bro, of this disgustingness. We need to just cleanse ourselves, bro, of this disgustingness, bro. And the way we have to do that is seeing the disgustingness in action.
No. Once again, I'm. You know how everyone's like, "Love you, Scott." No. That's why I'm gonna say this every stream. I've been under this fucking guy's voodoo curse since 2000. We must suffer. I don't want to suffer, Scott. Let me go, bro.
Suffering is good for you, man. Suffering is good. Suffering is good. I always say this, guys. Yeah. As a human being, bro, you have to suffer, man. You have to learn patience. This is a good thing for us, bro. Patience is a virtue. We're going through the patience period. Be patient. Be humble. That's it. You know what I mean? Can you share the?
You hear that depression? You just hear that? Nothing we can say at this point. Ahmed, Ahmed, I'm not gonna lie. I've been trying not to drink, but you almost made me get up to get a fucking beverage.
Get a drink, man. Just get a drink. I'll drink with you as well. I'll drink with you too.
Hold up.
Marshall, you get a can. I'll get a can right now. You get a can and I'll get a can right now. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Have a can.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Let's do it.
Yes,
Let's do it, man.
Yes,
Let's do it, man. Come on.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Oh my
very
god.
good friend, Ahmed. Very good friend.
Hey, alcoholism.
Yeah.
Wait, question.
Look what Chelsea got the guys turned into alcoholism, bro.
RSM, I just have a question. Can we do the Senegal tactic? Like, can we like trigger the other team enough where they have to leave the pitch and it counts as a forfeit? Like, can we?
Maybe, bro. Maybe honestly,
I don't know.
The thing is we've done that already. It just results in our players getting red cards. I say we trigger ourselves, bro.
Yeah.
At least there was no red card there, I suppose. You know.
I mean, listen, there was no red card. You know what's crazy? There was no red card, and we still ended the game.
Yeah, because we were getting battered. That's why.
That's a ball.
See, even chat's peer pressuring me. Everyone's peer pressuring me. It is what it is.
Let's go.
Hold up, Vinny. Hold on. Vinny Jr. Hold up. Vinny Jr. tonight accumulated more XG against Man City than PSG did over both legs against us.
What?
I'm supposed to. But
What?
It's true. He had Vinny Jr. had 2.72 XG tonight against Man City. Over both legs, PSG had 2.23 XG against us.
Fuck.
Bro, our defense are criminals. When I tell you these guys are criminals, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of crimes to pay for on this team. I'm not gonna lie, and it's like, it's just depressing. It gets to that point. Like, okay, I'm gonna be completely honest and transparent with everyone on this panel and everyone in chat. Part of me forgot that we were even playing today.
I did forget until the last few hours, and I thought, oh shit, we're playing.
That's how like checked out I am. Like, not checked out in the sense of like I'm not watching Chelsea games. Checked out in the sense of like mentally, I'm going into these games not expecting really much of anything.
I actively chose to miss the first half.
I'm going into these games with the idea of, all right, let me pick up a few notes that I got from here. Let me, get something for the channel, but I wasn't really enjoying watching the match.
Can I just say something? That's a bit disgraceful as a fan. You need to back the badge, Marshall, day in, day out. I'm here from minute 0 to 90, bro. Back in the club.
Don't make me remind chat what you sold.
He does.
To have the day that you had today.
Ahmed. If I were to call you a neek, would that be a correct use of the word?
That would not be. No, it wouldn't.
It would be. It would be. 100%.
But if I call you, you know, but if I call you a waste man, I think that's the great use of the term for you. So, it's like,
Bravo, RSM, man. Bravo. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate
Yeah.
listen, again, guys, I said this before. We need Europe.
Boy.
We need everything, bro, to happen.
I mean,
okay,
the way it's
this
going,
is what we
the
need.
way it's going
We
on,
need.
No,
the-
wait, hold up. I gotta read the super chat. TM, big up to you. Thank you for the $20 super chat. Chelsea, Marshall, this will be my last super chat for the season. I'm done supporting this team this year. Why show love when they don't love us back? I'll be supporting my 49ers until this Chelsea team actually shows they care for us. And TM, you know what? I can't lie to you. I don't even blame you. I deadass don't blame you. This part at the end that he says here, why show love when they don't show us back? When they don't love us back? It does feel that way.
Hold up. These guys want to stand in the middle of the pitch and respect the ball, but they don't want to respect the fans, man.
I think
for real. I agree. For real. No, honestly, did anyone feel that when those subs were made? I mean, Liam kind of admitted it already.
knew it was
The game
over.
was gone. That's it. We gave up.
Yeah, but he's done that.
It was
I
super over
didn't
afterwards.
call you Ahmed. Marshall, he's done that in 2 straight games against PSG. It was the same in the first leg. As soon as those subs came on, he threw the game away. Like, we knew we weren't coming back into it. He did the same thing.
Can I
Like,
make a point as well?
This is what he does. This goes back to the being out of his depth thing. Bro.
Smash the likes, people.
Like, you watch Wrexham, right? Like, you watch Wrexham down to 10 men, a championship team who I think are like 6th or 7th in the championship, going up against a theoretical Big Six club in Chelsea, right? And they went for it. They threw everything. They threw the kitchen sink at it. We're what, 3-0 down against PSG, and my manager's giving up after 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Throw the fucking kitchen sink. If you lose, you lose. You're losing anyway. But no, he didn't want to. Because he didn't care. Because he accepted defeat because he's a coward.
So when he gave up, why
He's
should
a
Chelsea
pussy, bro.
fans stay there?
They
So when
shouldn't.
Chelsea fans walked out,
mean,
I
a
was
lot
like,
was
yeah.
leaving.
No,
That's
hold
fine.
up.
Lot
The
was
best
leaving
thing that the
today.
fans could have done, by the way, is just empty the stadium. Let Bowley and Igbali see that their
Bro,
product is shit.
half of the seats were empty.
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
All of
by
them should have been
80th minute.
empty. All of them
Lewis-
should have been
I would
empty,
like to
bro.
see more empty, but
Really
realistically,
should've.
Lewis
After the
said
2-0.
that was so. I think Lewis said that was the emptiest he'd ever seen the Matthew Harding stand.
Oh,
When they
100%. That's the
panned
emptiest
to
I've ever
it,
seen
and then,
Stamford Bridge.
bro, I don't know if you've seen online like the videos of just everyone's just walking out. Fata left.
fuck
Fata never leaves game.
I
by the way.
saw someone.
Fata
Yes.
Fata
never
left.
leaves
Yeah,
game.
left,
for you
left,
and Fat
left.
Turbo.
that's it.
He left at
But
bro.
he
He left at RSM. I think he left at 60 minutes.
Yeah,
He
60
walked out.
minutes.
And if you check his story, he met Tuchel out going out too. Right after the next story is him with Tuchel.
Hey, bro, Tuchel left at
Really?
60 minutes as well.
Tuchel left
Tuchel
early?
got bored after 60
Nah.
minutes.
Damn.
Yo.
After was outside the stadium.
Why was Tuchel going to watch the lap?
70th or 80th minute? But yeah, around 70th or 80th minutes.
Fuck Tuchel, man.
Yeah, Tuchel, man.
You know, sorry, I wanted to make a quick point here, yeah, which is a point that was being made by someone, which is like, the Prodigy made, this is not Chelsea, it's CFC London. Well, the next season, we're going to have a new badge on our home kit. Did you know that, Marshall?
Yeah, it's gonna
Yeah,
be
I've
just a
seen
line.
that.
It's gonna be just a line. It's gonna be just a line.
I'm sure he has
On the
it,
home
like,
kit,
somewhere
but
down
we've
there
had that
somewhere,
badge
yeah.
before. It was on our pink kit.
Yeah,
Marshall,
but now it's under CFC.
Yeah, but
London.
now it's on the home
Yes.
kit.
now it's on the home kit, Marshall.
Yeah, now it's on the home kit.
Remember, Bridge Nation gave
You know
me the
what?
theory.
But you know what? I think Daniel said this on Lewis's channel before. At this point, I almost want them to do it because I don't want this what is happening now to be associated with the name of Chelsea Football Club.
Yeah,
Let us be
I
CFC
don't-
London.
I agree.
I'd rather just
I
this
agree.
be CFC London now
Yeah, this
because
shit
at least
ain't
then
Chelsea,
okay,
bro.
it's just CFC London is shit. CFC London is a shit team from Southwest London. I don't want Chelsea Football Club to be associated with the shit I'm seeing. We're creating new records, brother. I just saw that tweet. We're creating new fucking records.
Oh yeah, we're tied. This is tied for our worst Champions League result in our history.
I think the
Bayern,
other
right?
one was I think Bayern
Bayern.
under
Bayern,
Lampard.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? That was acceptable. I accepted that loss with Bayern under Lampard. You know why? Because we had all young players at the time. It was
And
Tammy
Lampard too as
Abraham.
well.
It was Tammy Abraham. It was in COVID. It was Callum Hudson-Odoi was playing for us at the time. Mason Mount,
Reece,
Reece
yeah.
James, Tamori. Yeah,
And
all
that
these
Bayern
guys.
squad ended up winning the Champions League that year
Yeah,
too.
it was Hansi
We
Flick's
played
Bayern team as
Caballero in
well.
goal for those games as well.
Yeah, it was Hansi Flick as well with that team. You know,
Oh, that
listen.
was that version. Of,
But
yeah.
there's one thing you know what, Ahmed, I agree with you now. I'm on the train. Fuck it. Fuck this. I don't want Europe. I don't want any form of
I
Europe.
mean, I'm looking at the fixture, by the way. I'm looking at the fixture. We're gonna get that by the looks of it, because we've got Everton.
Don't
Say that again,
We've got
Chris.
Man City. We got Man
What
United.
was your question, Chris?
No, I think we're gonna get that. We could end up like dropping out of Europe. Like we're not.
Yeah.
that
Oh,
far
100%.
behind,
I hope we
realistically.
don't get conference.
What
And
made
we
you
got,
think
like,
we
Man
weren't
City.
able to?
I think
that
we
we were
might end up
safe?
losing to Tottenham at home or drawing.
Okay.
If
No, I don't
we
think we're that
if
bad.
we
We're not
lose
that bad.
that second to last game
I
of the
don't think
season
we.
and we have
I
a
don't think
chance
I've
to
ever seen
relegate
Chelsea lose to
Tottenham,
Tottenham at home anyway.
relegate us too.
Yeah. That's the one.
Okay.
That's the one.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Not do that. But listen.
There's limits to your tear down theory, huh, Ahmed?
Listen, not relegation,
tear
innit?
down that much.
I don't want to be going to Millwall next season. I don't want to go to Millwall next season. Wait, you know what I mean? Chill out.
No, but
I
wait.
thought
What
you
do you
were Papa
mean?
Jones.
I thought you wanted the ownership to get the hell out of here. You
Yeah,
wanted
but-
to destroy
Yeah, you
it.
don't want to suffer that.
Yeah, but the destruction needs to be. They need to feel pain first. You need to give them one knife first.
All
not
right,
the
God
full
of
knife.
Destruction. Who gave you that right? And now you're writing the rules of how destruction needs to look like.
Yes, I am the God of War. Look how many swords I've got. You want me to get? You know these swords are sharp, by the way, Marshall, because you've been to my house, so you know, yeah. One.
What do you
I
mean?
need only to do.
Ahmed,
I mean, I'm a killer.
During the
I'm a
first
demon.
half, Ahmed had a limestone. He was sharpening them during the first half.
Yes. No.
Ragnar
Listen.
Ahmed.
Yeah, man. Listen, I don't even listen. We don't even listen. I've got one right here, right now, ready, locked, right now. I don't need to.
Show you, Marshall.
Listen, I have got
he's
it
got
locked.
lots.
You don't even know how to open the thing up.
Sorry, no. It's a new one.
He's a bit nervous, man. He's nervous.
You know what I mean? This is a new
There
one.
you go.
You see that? This is real. This
You
is.
can tell Ahmed's from London, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah.
Ahmed,
Yeah.
Ahmed, when you meet Rosenior, you know what to do. Right?
What do you mean by that?
You know. Whoa. What are you trying to say? What do you mean by that, bro?
You're from
I'm not
London.
saying anything.
Yeah,
I'm
but
just saying
listen.
you know what to do.
Yeah, but either way, like the point I am trying to make is that, guys, we need these guys to feel true pain, right? We need them to have a strong setback, yeah, and that has to be no Europe. That has to be no Europe at all. It has to be a setback where they're gonna feel it, bro.
I mean, we got a lot of tough games.
And for me, yeah, this is. I'm not gonna say I'm happy, because it's wrong to feel happy for your team having a setback, but I think it's a necessary evil is the best word I've used. Right, I said that in the group chat.
The
actually.
sporting directors need to be sacked, but that's the only way this club moves forward.
It's a necessary evil, bro.
Because I'm telling you right now,
Yeah.
Clear Lake, Blueco, Igbali, Bully, they're not selling. Right? They're not selling. Let's be honest. They're not
Short
selling.
time,
They
they're
don't
not
care.
selling. Short
What do you
term,
think
They're not selling. They're not
lowest-
selling.
What do you think
the
the
best,
lowest
the
point
best,
has
the
been
most
under
realistic
Clear Lake?
change we can hope for is the sporting directors get sacked
Ro-
and the direction changes. That's the best we can hope for.
Generally, right now, it has to be right now, bro. Right now has to be the lowest point, bro.
The lowest point?
Right now, because you know what it is, yeah? Even when we
Lower than
were.
12.
But yes, the reason why I say that is
So-
because.
So
Do you know
12
why I
have
say that?
excuses, 12 they have reasons.
12 there was an
reason why.
excuse, and 12 there was still hope, guys. Right? There was still hope. Right? The fan base still had hope that with the players that we had, the potential of more players we were bringing in. Because remember, Caicedo didn't even come in at that time, right? We were just brought in Enzo Fernandez. We all knew that we were still going to bring in Caicedo in the summer. There was hope here. Right now, guys, this is the all-time low. This is generally the all-time low.
The only hope, and I said this at the top of the hour, the only hope there can possibly be is that, and this is, again, I don't believe this. I'm just saying, this is if you want to hold on to hope, the only path that I see in my vision here is, okay, this is just what they actually say. You take them by their word. They say this is the a transitioning period from just league football to now league football plus Europe plus UCL. And in the summer, they actually recruit the proper players. Now they have their foundation, who's going to stay. The contracts are extended, all this. That's in a utopia. That's the path. That path looks really blurry. It's really flimsy. And it's like one of those creaky bridges you see in those old school movies. That's what that path looks like. But it's a possibility. You could potentially make it. But you will probably die along the way. What actually I think is going to happen is just more mediocrity, more bargain sales, more flipping for profits, more youngsters. I don't think, does anyone actually think they're going to get a senior or at least a middle of the path center back?
The only
No,
one we
because,
will
no,
if it's
hold up,
free.
no,
Only if
no,
it's free.
because, bro, no,
Only if it's
no,
free, true.
But I'll tell you, no, because we even had a discount. We had a discount to potentially go in multiple times for Gahey, and they didn't do it, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
The only one I
They
think-
didn't do it.
the only one I think we might do is Senesi because he's free.
Yeah.
Similarly
Free
to what
because
they
he's
did.
free. Yeah.
Similarly to what they did with Tosin. That's the only way we
Which, by
can
the
get
way,
one.
bro, my God.
This is why
Tosin is right next to the lap for me in terms of he comes on and the game's done.
Yeah.
They're neck and neck, bro.
By the way, sorry.
Of Obi Mikel. Right? Instead of Obi Mikel coming on to shut up the setup shop, this is just conceding and waving the white flag.
Yeah.
100%.
Can I
way,
just say something?
This needs to be highlighted again. No, sorry, Armin. Before you go, this needs to be highlighted again because just to highlight how full of shit this manager is. Remember after Burnley when whatever he said of, oh, I know who I can trust and can't trust. The same fucking players are still playing now.
Yeah, I want to make this point real quickly. Yeah, JC is saying I want to hear Armour say Rossini out. There is no point of me saying Rossini out because guys, again, hear me out. Hear me out. What I'm about to say this. And you can get your account because the reality is, guys.
But he was happy to see Maresca out.
Listen, if he leaves, who's coming in next? Probably someone of a similar level to him.
Okay, when Maresca left, we told you who's coming in next.
At the time, I was wrong. At the time, I was wrong.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, clip it, chat. He admitted he was wrong.
I'm also gonna put that on the soundboard. You admitted you're wrong. You are now. I'm not gonna mention anymore. If you can admit you're wrong,
I was wrong. I'm not. Listen. You know me. I'm always. Listen. I am one of the few people on YouTube.
Yeah, you should cut.
You know what, Scott?
He says he's one of the few people, brother.
Nah, he actually cooked you, bro.
No. You know what, Scott? Fuck you. I was gonna say something crazier, but I'm gonna control myself today. I need to make sure. I need to make sure Marshall's monetized. You know, I'm respecting the host. You know what I mean?
Excuses.
Oh, okay, then. You know what? Okay. Scott, kill yourself. Is that what you want to hear, Marshall? Is that what you want to hear? Yeah, is that what you want to hear? Yeah.
Alvin, this is why what you just said is the reason why I don't trust your burn it down theory, right?
Okay.
Because you've seen what they did with Maresca, right? Maresca showed that he is at least capable. All he wanted was just a little bit more.
Hold up. He's the only manager, by the way. He's the only manager they hired that hit the targets.
Yeah. The thing is, KG, I agree with you. But the reality, KG, what we're doing right now is bringing us these all-time low moments, bro. That's the problem too, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, the thing is, guys, we need to make sure no Europe happens, just to make sure there's a dagger in them. You know, you need to make sure they need to feel what it's like to. They need to know what it feels like to get stabbed. Do you guys remember the first Assassin's Creed? Yeah, so you know you had the prologue where in the first Assassin's Creed, Altair does something that's not benefiting of the Creed. Okay, he does in the prologue, yeah, and then the Templars come to have a little fight. And then to make sure, to make sure Altair learned his lesson.
Now you can call him Malik, by the way.
And to make sure Altair learned his lesson. Yeah, what did Al Mualim do? He stabbed that brother. He stabbed him, and made him feel what it was like here to make sure what he understood, to make sure what he knew it was like.
So are you saying we should run up and
I've
shank?
never even heard of half of those characters you did. I just skip all the cutscenes and just try to climb on shit, man.
That's why you're not. Listen, I'm a real AC fan. Day one AC fan. I'm an OG AC fan, man. The streets know me. But listen, the reason why I bring up that example of Assassin's Creed was because, again, the point of that soliloquy was that, you know, Altair, the character, learned what it felt like, when he did stupid stuff. Okay, the club needs to learn what happens when they play stupid games, doing these gimmicks and stuff that they've been doing recently. That's what they need to learn from, boys.
Yeah,
you
need to send a link to Finkelstein or Finkelstein, whatever his name is, because that guy doesn't believe in any. He doesn't believe in good managers. He doesn't believe in anybody that can sort of.
The thing is, listen, if Finkelstein ever spoke to me, mate, you know, I'll make sure I come to that thing, fully prepared, vetted, statistically ready, essays ready. I'm willing to go into and debate these guys, but I don't know who these guys are doing. What are they doing? I'm gonna have my book ready. I'm gonna have the book ready. I'm gonna make sure, you know, my notes are locked in. You know, we got the notes locked in here, something like that. You know, we got my notes here.
Nice and ready. Like
you know, we got it ready. And listen, any argument they give me, that's it.
There you go.
There you go, mate. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, man, you writing those notes with your multicolored pen like ROSENIOR is?
No, I only do black pen personally. You know what I mean? We need to make sure, you know, we're getting ahead.
You have standards. I'm in the standards now. I got you.
Yeah, but you genuinely need that, bro. That's what needs to happen. We need someone to actually like maybe whoever the next guy they say we need to like run envelope, go over there and just make sure they debate them into submission, because otherwise you're in trouble.
Ahmed, what makes you so sure that, let's just say they don't make Europe? What makes you so convinced that they're actually at the end of the season, when you sit at the presser and you ask them, so now that you didn't make Europe, Mr. Directors, Mr. Winstanley, Mr. Stewart, because we know you're a brown envelope, Mr. Winstanley, Mr. Stewart, what have we learned from this season? And their response is,
don't know.
What do you do?
Okay.
Then? What do you do?
Listen.
Also,
Okay.
I think I got rated. Big up to whoever rated me. Big up. I really appreciate it. Smash
Okay.
up the like if you haven't done so already, people. Subscribe to the channel. Welcome to Chelsea Therapy. We'll try to cheer up your
Okay.
your night
Listen,
against-
Marshall, you are right to an extent that I don't know. You are right, Marshall, that I don't know. KD is right. I don't know what's gonna happen if this stuff happens. You guys, and that's 100% fair point. But we don't know until we try, do we? Either. That's the
I
only
feel
thing
like
can
we
hit you back.
do to an extent, because when you look at last season, I mean, okay, let's put some context into this conversation, right? If you remember, at the end of last season, or at the end of the Poch season, right? They came out with their briefs and said they want to bring in a coach who is going to play a certain style, and they're going to build teams around a certain style of play that they want to build, right? And so you have Enzo Maresca, who comes in, tries to implement that style, realizes he can't do it with the center backs that he has, barring Levi Colwell, realizes he can't do it with the goalkeeper he has in Robert Sanchez, realizes he's struggling to get the wing play with the wingers he had at the time, which was Madueke, Sancho, Neto, so on and so forth. And as the season progresses, he goes and he actually changes his way of playing so that he can mitigate mistakes and get the best out of the team that he had in front of him. And that's what essentially happened. We end up getting a World Cup and all that stuff. Along the way, you're seeing all these mistakes. The directors are seeing all these mistakes. He's probably talking to the directors about all these mistakes and what he needs in the team, what he doesn't need in the team. And yet you still get the transfer window that we got this season. Yet we still see the results that we get this season. Yet in January, they still stick to their ideas, even though they know very well they need that center back. And they get Mamadou Sarr, fair enough, right? But is he good enough? Is he of the level? Is he ready to be an out-and-out starter? Is he ready to come in here and save the season? It's just, I don't know. I have not seen much of anything to show me that, oh yeah, they're going to learn based on the results. I think, to me, they're just sticking to their guns and going to stick to the plan. Exactly.
I agree.
It's not about.
No.
The thing is, it's not about them learning. It's not about them learning. It's about, like, the shareholders need to get involved, and then the owners need to see that these two people, or I'll throw others in, forget talking about these two people, because Joe Shields needs to be thrown in this as well, and he gets far too much of a free ride from this fan base. We just mentioned about Tosin and Delap being the final whistle. They're his boys, so go figure. But it's about pressure from the ownership and the shareholders to get them removed, because they're not going to change. Why would they change? They've been given $1.5 billion.
Yeah,
and new contracts.
They're being told to do a certain job, and they're going out there with, getting rewarded for bad decisions. So to me, I just think they're going to do the same thing. I think they're going to go and try to make some type of profit on fringe players. I do think they're going to keep a core of our players. I don't think they're actually going to, barring the Enzo news. The Enzo news is running rampant. I do think there is a possibility, but at the end of the day, it's like what Scott says.
Madrid, give me the money.
I genuinely don't really care if Enzo
goes. Show me the money, man.
No, you can pay us in Bitcoin. We don't care. Pay us in whatever.
Yeah,
I mean, we're transfer banned, so.
I know.
Well, we're not. We're only
suspended transfer ban.
It's suspended for 2 years, so I think 2028 8 is when it goes into effect.
To be fair, they hit us harder
Oh,
than
Jesus.
most anticipated. We probably want to
didn't
go
mean
for
to-
academy kids, and they're banned us from getting academy
from what I read
kids.
about the transfer ban, from what I read, it was that if we like violate rules in that 2-year period, then that's when they'll drop the transfer ban on us. Isn't it?
Oh,
I
so
didn't
we
see
have
that. I just saw that
It was
Not
condition.
bad.
From
So
what
I
I
just
read, it was
saw that it was
conditional.
It's conditional. It's conditional. It's conditional. Yeah. we
Okay,
don't-
because I didn't
Like,
see that.
it's
I just
not-
thought it was,
Real quick. So what are the sorry, Scott. What are the conditions?
Don't be cheating.
Within a
They
given
probably need
time
to comply with UEFA.
Yeah,
right?
within a given time period, we
Yeah,
can.
if we just as long as we don't breach any PSR stuff like that, essentially, right? That's the
The only thing that goes into effect immediately is the 9-month registration ban for the academy.
Yup.
Mhm.
Bad.
Okay, gotcha.
oh, first.
I also feel this season has pretty much begun the banter era of Chelsea. Because last season you could say, okay, cool, because again, I'm gonna emphasize this just on my behalf. Like, I think some of us on here, maybe a good portion of us, were thinking, okay, at the end of last season, we're thinking, okay, finally the project is bearing fruit. We just build off of this. You could see something happening. And then we don't build off of it. And now the next window where you want to, you get the summer window where you want to build off of that. You want to build off the success and keep the momentum going. You get the window that you have. And now we've gone backwards. And now I have more reason to not believe in the project than I did before.
Do you think that they had any inkling or any indication of what I'm assuming that they always knew there was going to be a fine, right? Like that was pretty much given.
Yeah.
But did you think that they knew that there was going to be the potential for these two bans?
Yes.
I think
they did, and that's probably why they self-reported, because they would have figured
I was
that
going to say, because I think
it wouldn't be too bad.
On the reporting of this, I think I read that if we hadn't self-reported, the transfer ban would have been an immediate thing for the next 2 windows.
Yeah, I actually don't mind that. I don't mind.
By the way, the Premier League basically admitted that this could have never been. There's a chance that this could never have been uncovered if it wasn't for the self-report.
Oh, really?
So for that alone, they were going to be lenient for us.
Of course, there's always a chance.
I don't know if you want to take that chance, though, Oliver.
Exactly,
I agree. Like, it probably could have been swept under the rug a little bit with a little Russian oil money and a little bit of dangling some people out of windows, like they do over there in Moscow. But at the same time, it probably would have been better that they did it. Like, everyone knew we were cheating anyways. Like, I don't really care. Like, everybody cheats in sports.
Yeah, everyone cheats.
Some people get caught, some people don't. It is what it is. But yeah, if they knew and they've known for some while that a potential ramification could have been a transfer ban, and they produced that transfer window in the summer and that transfer window in January, yeah, stick the dagger.
I know we're going on a bit of a tangent right now, but I just find it a bit funny how the rival fans are going mad about how lenient it's been, and that we shouldn't have been able to sign Hazard, even though they call Hazard overrated.
Yeah, or the Everton. Like, I've seen Everton fans mad. I'm like, bro, why are you mad at us? No one gives a fuck about your club anymore. Like, no one cares about Everton.
One thing I was gonna mention. Listen, I'm gonna be a bit fairer to Everton here. Is that right? No. And listen, because like I am an ethics guy. I like to be respectful to all girls. You know what I mean?
Except for when those brown envelopes come and you literally turn the other cheek.
By the way, ethics guy whose main catchphrase is "the game is the game."
Yeah, the game is the game. It's ethics. There we go. That's a form of ethics. But
God. You'd be a great
but I do.
I would have met that, Ahmed. You'd be a great.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. But I think for me, no. Listen, I understand. Obviously, what they gave us was quite good, of course, right? But I do also feel sorry for Everton, right? In the sense that, bro, those guys were getting the sword put into them, bro, right? In the sense that of what happened to them, right? Which is obviously. It's not nice, like, in terms of, like, if it's, like, a first-time event. Because it was a first-time event with Everton. It wasn't even, like, a second or third-time event. It was a first-time event with Everton. Obviously, even with Forest, to an extent, it was a first-time event, even though they were doing crazy spending, right? So, I do think there should be some level of, like, leniency if it's, like, a first-time event or, like, a thing where it's a historic
I think it just depends
situation.
on the nature and how severe it is, right? Like, if your first crime that you've ever committed is killing somebody, you shouldn't get any leniency.
But
this is my first time killing somebody, so I want to have mercy on the court, and I just want to get away with just a slap on the wrist. No, brother, that's not how it works.
I understand that.
I think everything just needs to be accountable and consistent, which if you put those two words together with the FA and with PGMOL and with UEFA, those words have no business being or belonging in the same sentence with those folks.
Very compatible.
Yeah.
Listen, either way, man. Either way. At the end of the day, Bridge Nation. Let's go back to Chelsea Nation, man. Let's actually go back to Chelsea Nation.
I did want to say actually, just I want to go back to the point that Marshall said earlier, and I kind of agree with in terms of the banter thing. And I think the more reason like why this year is probably the start of that is because, at least with other years, and I think Ahmed mentioned this before, at least with other years, like the Potter year, there was excuses, right? Potter was a shit manager, but the squad was bloated. We had about 40 players in the squad. It was the start of everything. There was hope. Even under Poch, there was a level of hope of like, okay, he's just mismanaging some of the squad. You know, when we actually get a manager who can use some of these players, we might start building something. And then we had last season. It's like what Marshall said earlier. It's like we had Champions League money. We finally, after 3 years, had Champions League money. We had Champions League status. We'd just come off winning the Club World Cup. Somehow, some way, we won. And they did nothing. And it's just, that was the nail in the coffin of, and it's why I've been where I've been at mentally of this club of, there is no hope for this club going forward. Like in terms of top honors, unless we somehow fluke a not even we can't. I don't even think we can fluke a Champions League because I think you're seeing, unless you have the easiest run known to man, you're gonna have to face one of these big
Mouse
teams.
has run into the final where it's a one-off game, bro.
Say again.
I said you need a Mickey Mouse ass run into the
final. 100%. Because even if you have one of these big teams that we have to face, like we could have the easy run up until like the semis, have to face a Real Madrid or PSG, we're getting cooked if we have this manager in charge or a manager like this. We're getting cooked.
Like we would have needed to have like maybe Arsenal's run, bro.
Even with Maresca in charge, the side that of the Champions League that we're on would have been a huge
100%. But I at least give ourselves a better chance.
Exactly. Okay, but again, these are the bigger issues, right? It's like even if obviously, in terms of a bigger picture, we need to feel the pain for these guys to realize we're going in the wrong direction. The reality is we also don't want to be embarrassed, and the fact of the matter is ROSENIOR is embarrassing us, bro. It's that simple. Like Maresca, a loss to PSG is you know, in the grand scheme of things, you can accept it. It's the way in which we lost.
Bro, we tied the most goals we conceded over 2 legs. That's embarrassing. 8 goals over 2 legs.
It could have been more if PSG took their foot off the gas. It could have been easily been more.
Why are we gonna say fuck to TJ? Big up to TJ, man. Hope you do well, TJ.
KG, that's facts, by the way. Like we only started creating stuff when they gave up. Like,
I didn't, TJ, man. Hockey Nation.
You know what? I didn't know you wanted to be an Arsenal fan so badly.
I mean, we had some...
Since you love Red so much. All right? That's what you get for pretending that TJ isn't being a sarcastic asshole in the fucking chat. Get out of here. Get out of here. Think about your learn from the lessons. Learn from the lessons. Just like how Clear Lake should. Learn from the lessons. Sorry. Go ahead, Scott.
I'll just say, I was saying, like, Katie's right. Like, after 15 minutes, they scored that second goal. They took their foot on the gas.
Done.
It was a training. It was a training session. They were doing rondos around our players. They were literally doing rondos around our players, and we only started creating real chances after they took their foot off the gas. And even then, it was half chances outside of that one. I think the best chance we got that I can remember in that first half was the João Pedro one from the Sanchez long kick. Like that's the best one I can remember. Outside that, it was a João Pedro header that went wide.
Was that the one at the tight angle, Scott?
Yeah, that one. There was a João Pedro header from a Cole Palmer cross, which is decent, but just a bit high for him. Like I said, we only created those when we got on the ball more because they just PSG couldn't be bothered. They literally just couldn't be bothered. It was like, whatever.
Bro, I can't believe, yo.
If PSG really, were serious, they scored 5 or 6 in that game. If they were serious,
it kills me that people really thought. Bro, people really thought we had a squad to go up against PSG. Bro, I'm telling you, every game that passes by, people realize more and more what Maresca was doing with this team, bro.
Bro, Arsene, you saw me in Joey's group chat, right? CNEC was telling me when the brackets came out, I think we've got a good run to the final. I said, bro, what are you thinking? Do you know who our center backs are? I said, you've seen us throw away leads to Leeds. You've seen us throw away.
Well, I'm telling you, if we had Maresca, bet maybe he could have some.
Use your eyes, like you know who we're gonna roll out there at center back, right? You can change all those guys. It doesn't matter who it is. They're all cheeks of the same bum, right? Like it's either you play the young guys who make mistakes, or you play the old guys who continue to make mistakes.
Right.
Either way, mistakes are going to be made. And then the way the manager sets up, he's going to put those players in a position where they're forced to make decisions or they're forced to deal with stuff that they can't deal with. And it's going to be peak. Like, unless Cole Palmer pulls his 23-24 season, rabbit out of his ass, it ain't no way, right? Especially with Esteval being, just nursing and getting back to full fitness on the bench. Like, ain't no way that a Garnacho, a Neto are going to pull out one of those performances that's going to tilt the tide. I'm like, PSG, I know that they were stinky, and I watched all their games versus Monaco leading up to it. And yes, PSG can be had because we did create opportunities against them over 2 legs, and a better side might put more past them. But we ain't that side that's going to put more past them.
And you know what? Like, just to also be objective on this, right? Like, I do feel that Maresca probably would have given us a better shot against PSG. I think at the end, he probably still would have lost just because of the amount of injuries that's happening now. Like, we're picking up a lot of injuries. We just picked up another one. Like, we're going to have to start, relying on, Mamadou Sarr or, Acheampong and stuff because you got Reese out. You have Badiashile out. Not that Badiashile really matters. You have
Esteval returned.
Esteval did return, but we lost. Fofana has a muscle fatigue, whatever that means. He might be out. Who knows how much?
Gittins hurt his hamstring again or tweaked it again.
You know what they say about Fofana, man? Fofana's getting ready for Marseille, man.
Hold on. So did you guys talk about? Who do we think leaked the lineup?
Oh yeah, what the hell's going on?
I'm gonna tell you that right now.
So one of the two.
No, I don't think Gusto. Gusto. The reason why I actually don't even generally think it's Gusto is because Gusto actually plays consistently for the manager. He's never really had any issues, right? And I'm the wrong. But the guy that leaked it initially was, I forget his name. He's from RMC, right? And that guy is usually linked with the guys from Monaco, and he's been linked to Fofana before. So it has to be either one of it's either Fofana or Badiashile. It has to be Fofana or Badiashile.
I think it's part of the Rosenior staff because Newcastle didn't get leaked, and last year when they played PSG, it got leaked again.
I think that points to one of the French guys
in particular that it's happening.
Yeah, that's why I think it was one of the French guys because it keeps happening versus French teams. So I think maybe French journalists are reaching out to our French players. I mean, like I said, it could be internal, but I just think it's too much of a coincidence that it keeps happening when we play. It's too much France going on.
Now that you mentioned French players, I think I know who did it. Ahmed, you're gonna have to hold.
You cook much at home? Yeah, I cook very well.
How would he be getting that? I don't even think he's Disasi. Disasi's
what's the logic behind that?
Chelsea player,
He might be our best center back.
Bro, they forgot to take the Saucy at the group chat.
There's no way,
He's just in there hiding. He's in there hiding, just leaking stuff.
He forgot. Oh shit! Who kept the Saucy in the group chat, bro?
Yeah, they forgot. Yeah, they're like, well, who's leaking this? They checked the group chat. They're like, oh shit, we never kicked the Saucy out.
KG, are you saying that like we need to do a Brexit kind of thing? Like, let's take the French out of the team. You know what I'm saying? Like,
who's the French players we have? Gusto and Fofana.
You know what? I respect. Listen, you know Disasi right now. We need him right now. We need Disasi right now.
No, we
don't. He's playing.
No, we don't.
I'm okay with that.
What we have right now is not that good. Let's be honest.
I'm okay with that. Which is also crazy because France is on a generational run when it comes to producing like top flight center backs, like old, young, and somehow we have like 3 of the worst or 2 of the worst French center back. Oh no, 3.
Hey, Lawrence Stewart. That's all I got to say.
Oh,
we just keep missing with French centre backs.
True. Yeah.
We miss with French players. They're all like all the ones we have are dead.
I just, you know what it is. I just think for me, boys, where do we go from here? What are we expecting against Everton? Can I ask that question? Because I'll be honest with you, against Everton, it's looking like a long night, man.
Where's it at?
Bro, it's dark. I'm saying right now.
It's away.
And Jai is going to have this defense on strings.
That'll be better that we're playing away because the home atmosphere for the next home game is going to be.
No, we're playing home, I think, aren't we?
The Build Back Better Blues. Fuck off.
No, we're playing away. Armor's right, Mike.
You know what Mike does? You're lucky because we can't actually attack you anymore for certain reasons. So it is what it is.
No, his match is tomorrow. His match is tomorrow.
No, we can't attack him for certain reasons, bro.
Yeah, we can't attack him for certain reasons, man. Fuck!
That's
We'll
even
find out.
revisionism.
the private chat? What the reasons?
Yeah,
No.
I don't think there is any sassy revisionism. I think everybody's happy that he.
You know what, Coco? We're happy. We're just happy Disas is balling out our club.
Yeah, we're happy.
No, we're
that
not happy,
Sassy is
brother.
happy.
Of his level. You know, guys like Scott, you're just a hater, bro. What do you enjoy about football, bro? The Saucy Nation is feeding families, bro.
You know,
He's
Ahmed,
feeding me,
you
bro.
know what it is? I enjoy it. I enjoy.
You know though, the
enjoy the
Sassy, if
players
you
who prop
what's him up,
suffering.
if the Sassy helps,
Ahmed, bro,
West Ham
Ahmed
up,
is always hyping mid, bro. It's
there'll
so
be
annoying, man.
there'll be
Man.
statues outside.
I mean, can you talk about your mid player, your mid Ecuadorian? Caicedo.
He's gonna try to score on Caicedo, bro.
Midi Caicedo, mate. You can't even do passes correctly anymore. He was getting cooked by
Passes in waste,
Vitinha.
bro.
Talk to me about Caicedo now.
Talk to me about the
Wait,
manager
wait.
that got the best out of him.
That's what I'm saying. bro. He don't
Anything
hear me.
Maresca ain't. Can I be honest? You know, we love to glaze up Maresca here, but you know what his next was gonna be? Juventus
City.
and he's not even gonna make it out. He's gonna
really
make
don't know.
it.
It's gonna be
I
City.
promise you right now, it's gonna be Juventus. I promise you.
Clip it.
Yeah, you know what?
If
If he thinks that Chelsea is a poorly run club, brother Maresca, wait till you get to Juventus.
Yeah.
I
See,
promise
Maresca
you.
isn't like these.
he's going to
these
Juventus.
directors. He has a brain between his
Oh,
freaking. in his
can we talk
skull.
about Paez, RSM?
Paez is good. No, hold on, Paez. Hold on. No, Paez had a very,
he had a
very
good
good
game.
game. He had a very good game. Yeah, he's
Good game, good game, one good game.
He had a very good game.
But couldn't hack it at Chelsea, but can hack it at River Plate.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, the horse got to him, bro. The horse got to him. I don't
Hey.
think the horse got to him.
There have been wars started over
Crazy,
there.
man.
Hey, it catches
Bro,
everybody.
the Kuchi got to him, bro. The Kuchi got to him, man.
What do you mean I'm doing too much? X-Style, don't start with me, bro. What do you mean I'm doing too much?
X-Style agrees with me. He's going to Juve, bro. He ain't making it in England, man. Let's give Maresca up, man.
Bro.
I don't know if you
X-Style,
just
I'm gonna
heard.
Put you on my death note, bro.
I don't know if you heard, Marshall. It's looking like Pepper Stain next season in Man City. So where is he going, Marshall?
He won't work. Simple as.
Marshall, he's not going to be out of our job for another year, bro.
Maybe.
I mean, maybe.
One of those big Italian jobs besides Juve.
It happens more than you think.
Managers stay out of
maybe
work
Napoli.
for a long time.
For a guy like him whose stock's really
How
high,
long was
it's not
Poch
happening.
out of a job before he got the U.S. job?
Not that
He was
long,
out of a
actually.
job for a while.
No, he was out for 6 months.
No, it was immediate. It was immediate.
It was pretty close.
Same thing with
Marshall.
Tuchel.
Yeah.
Tuchel.
You know
how
how
long was
bad that
Tuchel out of
was
a job
that-
before freaking the UK job? It's almost 2 seasons he was out of job. Managers stay out of job all the time. Plus, I don't know. Nothing has been.
Well, no,
stated
Tuchel took
about
the Bayern
Pep's future.
job.
So let's not pretend like it's
Yeah.
a fact that Pep's staying next season. We don't know that.
I'll
Even
Marshall-
Chelsea fans will tell you.
To make Chelsea great again, let's go back to our heritage of defending. Bring me Allegri. Bring me Allegri, bro. Bring me Allegri. Let's scam them 1-0.
I'm being honest.
Give me the dark
I'm
arts.
going to be completely honest, and I say this
I
with a
want
straight
1-0
face.
win.
I'm really upset about that.
I would actually.
I
take
wouldn't be
Allegri.
mad. I
Look
wouldn't
at
be
Ahmed's
mad.
face, bro.
I wouldn't be mad.
Ahmed's face.
No, CFC Steve, listen, Allegri is better than any unknown entity coach that we.
No, do you know what it
unless
is?
it's the Bodo Glimt coach, which
Here's
I
the
doubt
thing,
it's
though.
going to be that.
Here's the thing.
No,
I don't think
not-
Allegri would come to us. I think he would turn us down.
Yeah, he's turning us
Yeah, he
down.
probably would.
Oh, of course he would.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? The reason why I take guys like Allegri or I take a Simeone, they're never going to join.
Okay.
It's more because, bro, if you're going to keep signing these bum-ass players that can't play out from the back, what's the point of having a progressive like possession style manager?
Let me
What's the point?
see.
Like
By the
counter,
way,
play City, counter attack.
You're right, Scott, 100%. It's also has to do with the recruitment. Like we've no way to back these managers without recruitment, right?
No, so you're
But
always going to hit a ceiling.
see
Like, what the
Nyack.
fuck?
Not see Nyack, TM, whoever is going to be out here asking for certain managers of X caliber. Brother, have you seen our team? In what position of power do you find yourself in that you can literally come out and put a comment like this? CP, with all due respect, fuck no to Allegri. Bro, I would give my left leg and nut for Allegri right now, bro.
Bro,
We have nothing. We have nothing. We have Arthur. PBS Kids.
You see what Allegri's doing with that old man squad?
Look at what Allegri's doing. Wait, look at what he's doing with a washed Pulisic who's not scored in 3 months and a dickhead and that dickhead, yeah, Leao. Yeah, waste man Leao. That's a waste man Leao. No, he's a waste man. He's actually a waste man, bro. They're both waste man.
You were saying Leao to Chelsea like a year ago, bro.
You know what I mean? No, I didn't say that, by the way. I was saying no to Leao as well. And listen, he's dealing with. I can't say that guy's name actually. He's my guy, so I'm gonna have to keep quiet on that guy. But you know what I mean?
Dealing with who? Nkunku?
I can't speak.
Nkunku?
Yep.
Is that what you're about to say? Nkunku?
In clunks, bro. In clunks.
Nkunku.
And Fulcrook. Look at how he's dealing with Fulcrook, man. He's dealing with like Santiago Jimenez.
What the hell?
You know what I mean?
He's redirecting.
You know what I mean? Look at what he's dealing with, man. Bro, he has made Salamakas
right now, bro.
Bro, he's making Salamakas look like an elite wingback. He's doing what Conte did with these brothers. Okay?
Yep.
Oh, so he gets credit for the players that are doing well, but doesn't get any credit for the players that are doing shit. I see how you move, Ahmed. I see how you move, Ahmed.
What do you want me to say? What? Listen, Pulisic should be scoring the goals. They're creating so much for Pulisic, and he can't score the goal. What do you want him to do? What do you want him to fucking do, Marshall? What do you want him to do, Marshall?
This is why I'm a better Chelsea fan than you are, because
fuck
I can
you.
watch.
Fuck
I can
yourself.
watch the game.
Go fuck
I can
yourself.
watch today's game
Fuck your
and
shit.
be like, "Yo, Rosenior, big up Rosenior because you're getting the best out of João Pedro. You're finally telling him to shoot. You're finally seeing the best out of João Pedro. But at the same tone, I say, Rosenior, look at what you're doing to this defense. Look at how bad you're making Caicedo look.
what are you
Look at
doing
how
to
bad.
everybody
You see,
else?
you can't do that. You nitpick. You're
I'm not nitpicking
Pulisic
shit.
is bad. Oh,
No, it's not. No, it's
he
not.
has to deal with that bastard.
No, I'm not hearing it. He literally puts Pulisic in perfect positions. It's down to Pulisic
he does.
and his final
he
positioning to do. All right, the same thing I would say about Nkunku. Same thing I would say about
He
Leao.
collapsed in good
and
positions
Fulcrook.
today too, but look what happened, bro.
The apathy dupe, mate. What do you want me to say about him? You know what I mean? Washed.
Sorry, what?
The lab can't be washed. It was never anything, bro. Like, there's nothing to wash. Brother was just cheap.
Oh my god.
You know what it is, man. Guys want to hate on a real manager. You know what I mean?
No,
and
we
that's
all
what I'm
say-
saying.
No,
I'll
That's
bring
what
in
I'm saying,
Allegri.
man.
I'll bring Allegri to Chelsea.
We all
This is
said
how
bring us
low
to
the bar
Allegri.
is right now. I can't ask for anything else. Beggars cannot be choosers. Homie, I'm begging right now. I'm on my knees for a coach right now, bro. Pause.
I knew he was gonna say he's on his.
Don't yellow.
It's tough out here, bro.
No, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. By the way, if we don't get Champions League, that transfer, bro. I'm telling you right now. I said this before. I said it's last stream. It's even true now. If we don't get Champions League, bro, Strasbourg, you don't have a starting 11. Wallahi, you got no starting 11, bro.
And
That's
What
gonna
were
be
you gonna
our
say?
transfer
CP? What were you
strategy,
gonna
bro.
say?
the worst part is
That's why we
like,
have no starting
before
11,
Maresca joined, me and Prime had like a secret like dream in the long term of like, yo, 2 years from now, Fabregas to Chelsea. And I just saw Fabregas at the Emirates today, and I'm like, oh fuck me, bro.
Yo,
Fuck
there's
me, bro.
Fabregas already has a
bang.
project in Como, but you know what Como does? Como actually spends money on good players.
Yep. Or
And they're gonna-
get the
they
loans,
might-
like,
Bro, I saw a hilarious stat. I think I've given like 10 minutes to Italian players so far this season, bro.
Yeah, no, yeah,
Damn.
dude, they're
Yeah, they realize that they're all crap.
Said
is.
fuck heritage.
Yeah, you know what the issue is, yeah? I think, listen, at the end of the day, we need stuff to go in our favor. No Europe, no nothing. And you know what? I don't think we can do protests at this club anyway, so I've forgone that conclusion.
Yeah, give it up.
Brother,
Yeah,
when we get the next round of protests and it's just like some 60, 50-year-olds singing anti-Spurs chants, bro, we'll be there, man.
Yeah, it's not even 60-50, it's just neeks. But it is what it is. You know, I just think, listen, at the end of the day, what we need this to happen, bro. We need something. We need a genuine wound and inflict a wound that is gonna take time to heal. You need
Hold
to
up,
go to
I agree. Hold up,
hospital.
I agree with HJ's comment. Bring up HJ's comment. That last one, bro. I agree with that. I mean, we need this, bro.
If I do that, I'm gonna lose my own personal job. I can't do that, bro. You know what I mean? I'm too confident on that one. You know, that's gonna happen.
See, you're not proper Chelsea. You're not proper
No,
Chelsea.
that's my lifestyle.
Yeah,
I was willing to get banned until I realized I had Lewis's ticket. So I was like, never mind, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't ban Lewis. I was
crazy
ready to
to
do
ban.
anti-blue co everything. So like, I'm American. Who gives a fuck? If I get banned, I get banned.
I'm just really happy
Maybe
I support
American
other
jumping on the
sports.
stage.
I'm just really happy I support other sports teams. Like shout out to my Lakers and hold that Ahmed who crashed on their dick.
On the Nugs.
Hold that.
Nuggets.
Hold that. Hold that. You fraud. Hold
You
that.
hold the
Hold
Luka
that.
dagger.
The
Luka dagger.
Hold that, you fraud. Hold
The
that.
Nugget Nation has been conquered. That's what you're saying.
You know what? I'm not.
You got absolute. You got game called on you by custody battle Luka. Hold that, man.
You know, listen.
Custody battle.
Luka.
Yeah.
Let's go, man. Averaging 36 points. Let's go. Hold that.
You know what's funny? People are chanting Roman Abramovich, and literally right after the game, the UK government just announced that they're gonna go all out on against Abramovich. By the way, so listen. I think we all live in. A lot of people live in La La Land. A lot of us live in Dreamland, and some of us are already in hell. So I don't know what's going on really.
Where are you at?
We're actually.
You know,
Your postal code in all this.
My postal code is the 7th layer of hell. Thank you.
All right, so you're already paying rent down there. Okay. All right.
Yep.
Not wrong, Ness.
Your manager.
If they're gonna go, at least give us a heads up so that we can come prepared.
By the way, Marshall, did you see the thing I sent you? By the way, in the private chat, it's a video. You should watch it. You should watch the video.
What I'm gonna watch is this last goal just to dissect that before, so I don't have to watch any more goals. Cavaro was just running rampant on that left wing.
Is this
I
where
can't lie.
Santos almost got it?
Yeah.
Almost. Yeah, he did almost get it. Yeah. This is
Look at Caicedo, by the way, too. Why is Caicedo not trying to hit?
Yeah, Caicedo's not good on this at all.
Yeah, he twerked on that one.
Yeah, another Ecuadorian failure.
That was a hell of a finish by that kid, though.
Somebody's
Man.
gonna hit him behind that, but he is wild on this
This
one.
guy's such a dickhead, bro.
Look at this piece
He
of
looks
shit.
too
Smart.
deep there, Caicedo. He's standing on the toes of the centre backs for some reason.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah, he needs to
nothing
be defending the
It's
cutback.
because but you know what it is though? It's like, and again, this goes back to what we spoke about with the structure, bro. It's like everybody, I swear, everybody's getting in each other's way, bro.
That's what I mean. 100%.
Nobody knows where they need to be, but that's my whole point. Everybody wanted this freedom ball. Now we know why Maresca was so rigid with the structure. These guys can't work in freedom ball. They stink.
They're not experienced or prestige enough to lead a team, to get out there and know where you need to be. Like, I'm sorry, yeah, Reese is one of those players that probably could, but he's only one player. Like, if you don't have if your spine isn't that experienced, isn't that rough, been through the mud, you know, I do hope from this, like, listen, as a Chelsea fan, as someone who does want to see the club succeed, I do hope that the leadership group or the spine of this team, I'm talking Caicedo, Palmer, Enzo, James, fuck, I'll even throw Sanchez in there. No, fuck off with so.
I'm joking.
I really hope that those players I named, like, or João Pedro too, I'll put him in there, like, can look at this and reflect and be like, okay, we need to make sure this never happens ever again, and we need to make sure that when we're in these in-game situations, we need to like mitigate these errors. We need to not allow this to happen. I guarantee you, there's no one on that pitch that is going against the coach's orders, saying, you know what, fuck this, let's just do this to try to mitigate. We've seen other leaders in the team do this. What's up?
Yeah. How many times have you said that, teacher?
I don't feel like I've said that before.
You've said that often, actually. You said this is the first time you said this. By the way.
Some of those guys that are out there, they need to follow the script. Like
the problem is, Marshall,
he doesn't need to go off script. Neto,
Marshall,
Neto needs to.
But there's no player. Well, KG, I was saying, there's no players that like for example, Lampard. Like, even though Mourinho left during that UCL, Lampard, Terry, Mikel, like all these players, like they knew, okay, this is what Jose taught us. This is the fundamentals. This is what we do to get the best out of our football, the best out of all our players. No one on that pitch, barring Reese.
Marshall, these players have never been in a title race before. How can we expect?
Yeah.
This kind of mentality.
No, that's what I mean. So it's like, again, it's a failure of recruitment.
Even if anyone rates Maresca, you can't expect that a Mourinho level impact on these players.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree. It's just a shame.
It seems that you know what's it called? Chalobah really is Jehovah's son. He just came up with an Instagram post. It seems that his ankle's not broken. So he's a lucky lad on that one.
Oh, good. We can sell him in the summer. Nice.
He gave basically there was a big Bible quote, but from what I understood from it, it seems that his ankle is not broken after reading the Bible quote. So
yeah,
that's all.
This guy said after reading the Bible quote, bro.
That was a nasty challenge too, by the way. Like that didn't even get. Did they even call a foul on that challenge? I don't think they did.
No, because I don't know.
I don't think they did. No, they stopped the match, but they didn't.
Yeah. I remember because the play went on towards the halfway point.
Osprey back tomorrow. Let's go. Sorry.
Was back tomorrow?
No, Chris knows. I'll talk to Chris tomorrow. Man.
Chris ain't even here.
Oh, first.
He abandoned you. He's tired of your waffle.
Fofana was laughing on the bench, bro. That was crazy.
You know, Fofana's a prick, by the way.
Oh, really?
Fofana's an absolute prick. You know what? He's a criminal.
Well, you care as much as he does, Marshall.
Yeah, you care as much as he's a criminal anyway. He's got 50 points on his license. He's got 50 points in his license. He's a confirmed criminal, and we know we see criminals in football. Thank you.
Yeah, he. Oh my god. Even seeing his face just makes me upset.
He's the most unserious player in the history of this football club.
And that's saying a lot because we've had some unserious players as of late. But yeah.
You know what's funny? Tosin came in with a loud abuse apparently when he came on today. It was all Blues. Yes.
I was surprised.
Oh yeah, apparently he got booed. Yeah.
I was surprised that when he came on,
cool, fine.
I thought for sure that we would just continue to get opened up, even though it was only like 5 or 6 minutes left. I thought he'd at least follow suit and give up his customary goal. But I guess it was just down to PSG just not giving a fuck, celebrating, thinking about where they're going to go in London to party.
And that's the other worst part too. PSG just toyed with us at the end.
Yeah.
At times it really felt like they were just toying with us.
I've got a theory about what happened there. So, you know, we all know Enrique interviewed for our job back in 23, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was probably like, you know what's even more embarrassing than whooping them 6-0? Let's not even be at our best and still dominate them.
Well, he embarrassed us.
Yeah. But Danny Finkelstein wants to say that there's no relationship and that he shouldn't have been the manager.
Coach, bro, this guy.
No, but there was a direct quote that said that there's a direct quote that said he didn't think Enrique was the right fit.
Yeah, he said he's not the right fit, and then he said there's no statistical relationship anyways between the manager and the team's results.
I just want to say something again. Finkelstein, if you ever watch Casually FC, if you ever see any of my tweets on the Bridge Nation, just give me a call, bro. You know I'm local, man. My workplace is quite local. Whenever I'm going into the office on like towards the weekend, on a Friday or Thursday, when I'm going into like that area in Central, just give me a call. I'll go there and I'll make sure to give you a healthy, understandable debate onto who you need to buy next time.
Until he goes like this and hands you a check, and then you say, "Hey, it was a pleasure doing business with you."
No, I'm going to be honest. The check, if you ever give me a check, if the check is above 10K, I might shut up. If it's not above 10K, I'm willing to not shut up.
Oh, that's the threshold. Hey,
so there's a price. There's a price.
Yeah. The price is 10K. Anything above 10K, I'm not. I'm willing to not be quiet for them.
All right, I'm gonna clip you. By the way, I hope you know that.
You're gonna
Thank you. 10K. Okay, that's a respectable number, Ahmed. Respectable number.
Send it to Darren Fletcher, man. You're gonna get clipped.
Hey, I'd be right there with you. 10K. We suck anyways. I might as well just start doing Blue Code prop for 10K.
Listen, 10K can do me a lot of stuff, man. Yeah, man.
Open my boundary. I thought you were going somewhere else with 10K.
After you call Ahmed, Ahmed will give you my number, and then we can just make this relationship reciprocal.
Yeah.
Right? Just cutting checks. I'm there for you. Finkelstein. I got you, bro.
Listen, I'm being honest, man. Listen, 10K is my asking price. Anything less than 10K, we were agreeing.
Finkelstein, 7,500. We cut out Ahmed all together. That's 2,500.
Oh my God! What is going on? What is going on, man?
We can make some things happen, bro. My God, Finkelstein. By the way, we have a director named Finkelstein. Oh my God,
That man's a lawyer, bro. I don't care what they say.
We are cooked on every.
No,
Yeah,
Finkelstein
straight out of Carlito's
again.
Way. Who's the lawyer in Carlito's Way with that what's his name? Al Pacino.
Probably Finkelstein, bro. It's probably Finkelstein.
No. Again, Finkelstein is not necessarily.
I know what he is, Ahmed. I'm just.
Yeah, he's not a lawyer. I just want to
He's
mention.
not-
He's worse than a lawyer. He's worse than a lawyer, Marshall.
Yeah, what was this? Is gonna bother me. I gotta look it
Marshall,
up.
he's a spin doctor. That's worse. A spin doctor is worse than a lawyer. Do you know why? They basically can control. They basically are able to control what the media
Kleinfeld.
says.
That's his name was Kleinfeld. I knew it was close. Yeah, Finkelstein,
Wow.
shout me.
I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I'm so fed up with Chelsea. I would like to go and have a spliff. Just to ease the pain.
Oh, here
Just to
we
ease
go.
the pain.
Here
So,
we go.
Do we have anything else to say? Because I want to wrap it up.
You know what? I wanted to say 2 points. Firstly,
What's
no need for weed, no need for alcohol, man. Sometimes you just gotta hold it, bro. Just gotta hold the emotion and let's lay it out. You know what I mean? Via
Yeah, you give me
natural means.
10K, I'll hold anything, man. Pause.
Whoa! Whoa!
10K, bro.
You know what I mean? Jiggle and Marshall.
This is what's come of this club, man. They got me doing gigolo prop, bro. Rob Schneider and shit, bro.
Listen, I just think. Listen,
Point, Ahmed? What's the second
second
point?
second point, final point, guys. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and catch UFC. We need that, man. We need the likes and subscribe for Marshall's sake. That's a natural way
is
to
the
overwhelm.
best comment
I mean?
you've said all stream. I can't.
Yeah, don't say anything else, Ahmed.
Don't say anything else. You will get sent off.
The other thing is, this is normal. The other thing is, guys,
Disciplinary issues. Disciplinary
There
issues.
you go. You're going to double down
No,
on it.
guys,
You wanna
yeah,
hide.
I'm giving it. You know, guys, I know this is a dark moment. You know, we've been through a lot of dark moments these last 4 years, and this is very dark right now. But I promise you, eventually we will see the light. So
He's giving his Ruben Amorim speech.
you know what I mean?
Yes, bro. Yes, bro. He's giving. Bro,
The good days are coming.
Dude, he's giving the Ange speech, bro. He's like, you know, every time I think I see the light at the end of the tunnel, it's just an oncoming train.
A tunnel at the end of the light. Shut up, Saeed.
You know what it is, man. It's like the London Underground, man. It's like the London Underground, bro. You know, in between the station, it's like and when it's going through the tunnel, it's pitch black, bro. You know what I mean? And then when you reach the station, obviously it's light, but you've not left the tunnel still, guys, because this is like it's just like a little halfway station. So there we go.
Well, listen, at this point, I hope the light I see is the oncoming train because this season needs to end, bro. This season needs to freaking end. All right.
No, I hope the light I see is the Men in Black like device that wipes your memory.
True.
Could it be that?
Yeah, bro.
That'd be gas.
True, Fetter. On that note, happy last day of Ramadan. Happy early Eid Mubarak. I won't be at the Everton game on Saturday. My family came over, and I'd rather spend my Eid celebration with them. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I don't have much faith on Everton, by the way, also.
Hey, listen, on that note, just make sure you got a life outside of this football club because it's going to do you a lot of good with how we are right now.
I told man.
a fire drill?
I told man in the beginning of the hour, I said, listen, take a moment, go outside. Appreciate the life you have. Because Chelsea sure as fuck ain't making you appreciate it. So that's where I'm at with it, man. We're done here, bro. This is the season's cooked. And I don't think we're gonna make Europe either. I just don't see it. This is probably one of the worst seasons I've had as a Chelsea fan. I've had dark seasons. I understand that with Graham Potter and all that. But to see the season we've had, not only that, and to see my rivals potentially winning, you know, the Prem, and God only knows what else. I don't think they're going to win the UCL, but that could be just my hatred. It's dark. This is as dark as it gets.
Oh,
it's dark.
I can't say that in public. I need to send this tweet in private, man.
All right, you send that tweet in private. We're going to wrap it up, people. I'm over it. I'm done. I'm fed up.
Oh, we're finished.
Yeah, man. You should know because you're here. You always show up at the end, bro.
Whoa.
Is it a fire drill? Is it a fire drill when Frank shows up?
Fire drill.
Okay, so
Oh, man, that's true, bro.
Oh man,
he's so max, bro. I laughed at that, bro.
Everybody always turns religious, man.
Oh my god, that's actually true too, Ahmed. Fucking A.
That's so true, bro.
I can give my opinions.
Brother, I want to wrap it up. I'm done. I need to smoke. I'm fucking pissed off at this team. I'm stressed.
Marshall's
out
got a
with this
prostitute that he wants to meet on the New Jersey place, man. That's what he's trying to say,
team.
man.
Damn. Okay, we need to go into illegal territory. Jesus Christ. I could just have a spliff and have a. It's legal where I am. I could just be chilling on that. You got to take it to illegal extremes, brother.
But you're forgetting that Ahmed's, Ahmed's rich. Those rich people, they can do whatever they want.
True,
Prime, when you go back and watch this stream, rewind about 30 minutes, you'll see what Ahmed's his bribery threshold is. So.
KG,
he's got a price.
KG, you're acting as if my minions haven't sent me the clip. I've seen it.
It's my days, bro.
By the way, did you see the clip? Did you see the clip where Ahmed admitted that he was wrong about wanting to sack Maresca?
Oh, you wait, what?
He said it on stream. He's like, I was wrong. He admitted he was wrong.
Interesting. Also, if we're doing an Ahmed cook set, let's actually cook properly. Let's cook with grease. Ahmed, you want to bring in what's his name? Massimiliano Allegri, right?
That is correct.
Awesome. So you want to get what are their names? You want to get the Bin Laden of terrorists, but you hated Tuchel.
Tuchel wasn't a true terrorist. I want a real terrorist in here. I want the father of. Yes.
Tuchel wasn't a true terrorist. Okay, so why'd you call him?
You're not making a single dime. You're not making a single dime.
You know what it is? You know what it is?
You created two Taliban.
You know what it is? The thing is, the Taliban is not necessarily like a pure terrorist organization. They're like a pseudo one. You know, Al Qaeda was the main one. Al Qaeda was the main one. Al Qaeda is the main terrorist group. The Taliban was actually like a government before it was a terrorist cell.
Pseudo one.
Okay. So you're not making a single. You're not making a single sentence. You're not making a single sentence, bro.
So basically, the Strasbourg of terrorists, right?
Yes.
Basically, you're saying
you won that debate.
Basically, you're saying if you're going to join a terrorist organization, you have to join Al Qaeda.
Al Qaeda, Al Shabaab in Somalia. If you know Al Shabaab in Somalia, you know what I mean.
Well done! Wow! Amazing! Brilliant! Well done! Super good job!
All right, I'm out of here, fellas. Big up.
Let's go home, man. Let's go home.
Let's get the fuck out of here, man. All right, guys, smash up. No. We're ending the stream. I want to get the fuck out of here, man. I'm miserable. All right, smash up the like if you haven't done so already, people. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. We're on our way to 4K. We're trying to hit 5K, so please help us hit that goal. It would really be greatly appreciated. Also, there's memberships, 4 different tiers starting at 99p. I actually don't promote this enough, but guys, Discord. We got the community over there. Be sure to join the Discord, be part of the community. We do watch alongs, hate alongs, all that fun stuff in there. So be sure to join that as well. And then membership, there's 4 different tiers starting at 99p. And if you are a proper casual member and higher tier, we give shout outs at the end of every show. And those shout outs are going to go to Lanre Sadiq, A. Soliman, EE, and Adrian. Also, I have been noticing you guys at the first tier, some of the casual tiers are joining. So big up to you guys as well who are signing up at the casual tier as well. So big up to all of you guys. We're going to raid out to Sarcasm City. So go ahead and, just copy and paste the raid message. Ahmed says, excuse me. Go ahead and copy and paste the raid message just so homie knows where you're coming from. I'm going to go try to enjoy the rest of my night, and you guys should as well. Go touch grass. Go hug your family. Go have dinner. Treat yourself. Because you deserve better than what Chelsea are dishing out right now. Big up to every single one of you. Have a wonderful night. And as always, as always, this and then.
Good night, guys. Pajita and sleep.
Jerk off?
Oh, but he didn't sleep. Yeah, and sleep.